Hi, everybody, from the Lion's Lair on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy here in North Jackson, Tennessee, 10 Windy City Road. I'm Dave McCulley, along with Stan Gerard. Jay Cashin's our producer and director at the moment. Coach P, Philip Robinson, will be here shortly. And Bradley will be on the camera, I think, with us later tonight as well. So good to have you with us tonight with more Trinity Christian Academy football. I was talking to Stan just a few minutes ago before we went on the air, and it seemed like we were doing the countdown just yesterday for the season to begin, and here we are in week 9. The Lions, it's pink out night here today, and so we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. But here we are 10 weeks later, actually, week 9 of the playing, actually, the week 9 game. But 10 weeks ago, we were looking at the season starting with a lot of anxious thoughts about it, and now here we are in game 9. And Stan, unbelievably how quick this season has gone, but 2 big games. Donelson Christian here tonight. The Wildcats coming in from Nashville, Donelson Christian, and, of course, our Lions in the midst of a 5-game winning streak, hoping to make it number 6 in a row tonight. Good evening.
Good evening. And it is week 10 of the season. The regular season is 11 weeks long, according to TCA.
Well, game 9 is what I meant, though.
It's our game 9, but it is week 10
sure,
of the
absolutely,
season.
yes.
It is week 10. Yeah, Donelson Christian, they come to this game 5-3, and you know, well, that's not that great a record. But when you look at them, look at their losses are to – all of their losses are to teams that are ranked in the top 5 in the state.
Jackson Christian, Nashville Christian, and Friendship Christian.
So they've lost 3, but they've all been the heavyweights in this classification. So this is going to be a real test for TCA tonight, and will have to be our game. This is only the second time we've ever played against these folks. If you
By the way, Beth Culpepper just came through, had us dinner tonight. How about that?
Mine's gone.
Yours is gone. I have had some of mine. I'm saving for some of it later.
But, we played this team. When they had that tornado back in 2019, it hit Donelson Christian Academy square. And we were the first game there in their new press box.
We could look out the press box and see some still devastation in some areas.
Oh, yeah, and there was dust falling out of the press box. There was still and all that. But we were the first game. We were the first game that they played there with power in the press box after that devastating tornado, and they've recovered nicely from that. But they went on to become state champions the next year. Donelson Christian, a 4-time state champion, a school that started in the early 80s, has won state 4 times, most of them under legendary Division II head coach Paul Wade, who I believe is now is at Innsworth. So that tells you the lineage there. But this is a good Donelson Christian team. And wearing uniforms tonight that remind me a lot of the San Diego Chargers uniforms, the blue and yellow.
Yeah, they do. I noticed that just a moment ago. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break, a 2-minute break. Coach P will be with us in just a few minutes. Jay is having some dinner along with yours truly and Stan the Man, courtesy of Beth Culpepper. When we come back, Stan will have a look at some of the other games around the area tonight. We'll talk more about DCA and our Lions, who, as we said, in the midst of a 5-game winning streak right now. We'll talk about how they've done that and what we anticipate the keys tonight, and Coach Bowling. He'll have the countdown to kickoff. We'll hear from him as well. This is TCA Football. Stay with us.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank,
And
a family-owned
welcome back
community
to
bank here
TCA
in West
Football
Tennessee.
on the
Your
TCA
checking account
Broadcast
should be
Network. I'm
more
Stan
than just a
Grunwald,
place
Dave
to
McCauley.
store.
Right now we're going to take a look at some of the other games in West Tennessee in the middle part of the state that we're going to be taking a look at tonight. By the way, last time we did a pick 'em, it was during Week 8. I went 11-0 during the season for that week, and my total record now is 110-22, or 83.3% for the season. First game we're going to keep an eye on tonight is Clarksville Academy at Franklin Christian. Franklin Christian, a likely playoff opponent coming up later on this year. Look for Franklin Christian to win that ball game. Friendship Christian is at Mount Juliet Christian School. Friendship Christian, the heavy favorite in that ball game. PCA, Providence Christian, is at Concord Christian, a new school. Providence Christian, the heavy favorite there. McNary is the sacrificial lamb for Covington tonight. Chester County is at Crockett County. Crockett County is going to win that one. One of the games I have a hard time handicapping this one because I think this is going to be a dandy. South Fulton at Dresden, 2 undefeated teams in region play, and Dresden's last loss was to TCA back at the beginning of the year. So they've been on a nice winning streak. I'm going to go with, because they're the home team, I'm going to go with Dresden in that game. And then Southside makes the trip up 4-12 to Dyer County, the team that knocked off USJ last week. South Gibson is at Northside. South Gibson wins that game. Fayette Academy is at Harding Academy. I'm going to go with Harding Academy in this ball game just because they are the home team in it. Ridgeway travels to Haywood. The Tomcats get back on track there. Humboldt, after a big win last week, will be hosting Gleason, and they're going to take care of Tatertown, I think, Dave. Other ball games, Wayne County at McKenzie. This is on the McKenzie Victory Tour this year. McKenzie's going to win that one. Well, I think one of the biggest games of the night, and it's a 6A versus a 5A. Germantown with 1 loss taking on undefeated Munford. And Munford is the real deal in Class 4A. Actually, in 5A, Germantown, a 1-loss team, number 6 in 6A, and Munford, number 3 in 5A. So a couple of heavyweights taking flight there.
Could one time all year in the dedication of what Steve Heyman and I used to do years ago say Munford?
Munford.
You're doing a little dancing back there. I see that. Yeah.
OBC, Obiang Central, gets the privilege of being the last team to play Ripley in Tyne-Eaton East Stadium. It's coming down after the game. They're building a new stadium there, but the last game ever at Tyne-Eaton East Stadium in Ripley tonight. Dave, I know you've broadcast there a couple times over the years.
It's been a long time, but yes, I enjoyed going there, and I think it's probably, for a while, was one of the last stadiums I had not broadcast from in West Tennessee, but it was pretty unique to go there.
It was interesting. Westview's at Dyersburg. It's going to be all Westview in that game. Adamsville's going to beat Scotts Hill. Liberty at West Carroll. West Carroll gets the W there. And Union City and JCM, and actually this is for a playoff spot. These two teams, I believe, are tied in their district, so this is a very important game for those two teams.
Sure.
I told the folks earlier, the last time we did pick them, I was 11-0 that week, and I'm at 110-22 for the season, 83.3%.
That's really impressive. A lot, man. I'm not saying that being facetious. A lot better than I would do, I might add. You bring up do or die, maybe how big some of the games are. You were at that point of the season, and we were there a week or two ago, but really there now. it's do or die for some of these teams if they have playoff aspirations.
And I forgot one game that wasn't even on the list, so I'm not going to add it now. But we need to talk about it. Peabody at Milan.
They moved that game, I think, to Thursday night.
Oh, that's next week.
That's next week. Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking that was tonight.
No, it may be tonight. I think it may be tonight. I'll have to double check.
No, it wasn't last night, so it must be next week.
Yeah,
it must be next week.
yeah.
I was getting ahead because I read an article about the game.
Yeah.
And some of the
Well,
things
they brought
they're
in
doing for
extra
that game.
security and those kind of
Yeah,
things as well.
yeah.
Let's take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll remind you first, before we go out, that tonight's game being brought to you in part, as all of our games are, by Foundation Bank, H.C. Phillips & Sons, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental Center, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Travis Vance with Farm Bureau. Talked to Travis and his dad when I came in tonight. Jeremy Rasnick with Tennessee Drone Services. If you'd like to be a part of TCA football and upcoming basketball in about 3 weeks, contact us at sportsads@mytcalions.com. That's sportsads@mytcalions.com. If you'd like to advertise with us, we'd love to make you a part of our team as well. We'll come back, and Stan will have a chance to talk to Coach Bowling. He's already talked to him, and you'll hear it here right after this on the TCA Football Network.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
I'm speaking with head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. Coach, after a week off for fall break, we were kind of like a Secretariat was back in 1972. We're ready to go down the stretch with the rest of the regular season.
Yeah, it's time. It's you know, we had a little break there, a little road stop, but it's time to get back on the road and get back to work. And you know, prior to that, of course, Fayette Academy. You know, I thought leading up to that, we were playing really good ball, and I thought against Fayette Academy we played another good, clean game. You know, got what we needed to get done early in that game, and let the twos come in and get some work in on that as well. So it was a good game going into that open week or fall break week, whatever you want to call it, and then. It's time to get back in and get going. You know, we had a couple of practices the week of fall break, just to you know, keep the momentum going, keep things going, but and reflect a little bit on the season thus far and what we needed to work on and get better at, so we could start working on those things this week.
Looking back at the first 8 games of the year, how you assess the season to date? What's been good? What do we still need to do a little work on?
You know, That's a great question, and we have done a lot of reflecting on that, and we've gotten better in a lot of areas. Ball security, ball control, defensively, cutting out mistakes with penalties and stuff like that, personal foul penalties and things like that. We've come a long way in that regard, but also there's just some things we have to tweak a little bit and work on as the season progresses and you start getting playoff ready, so to speak, I guess you would say. And so sometimes you just need to look back at you and see what, try to strengthen some of your weaknesses that you may have seen early in the season. And there's a few things that we've worked on a good bit this week.
Coach, looking at our opponent, Donelson Christian, the Wildcats, a 4-time state champion since they've been a school, most recently in 21. Only 5-3 this year, but Coach, you look at their losses are to 3 of the top 5 teams in the state, so they are, they're battle tested. They've faced some of the very best in the state so far this season.
Yeah, that's what, telling people that we're playing a team that is not afraid of competition. They like playing competition and they like taking care of it, and they play up to the competition.
Governor's calling me.
Yeah. And so, you got those schools, again, you and I have talked a good bit about the big game mentality, and I think that they don't shy down from big games. They're not afraid to play tough competition, and they rise up and play really well against it. And so, it's going to be a good test for us coming in.
I was just thinking on the way here, looking at the potential road to face in the playoffs, and some of the teams we might face down, depending on, what side of the bracket you're looking at. They've played them, so us playing them is going to be a very good measuring stick of how we can stack up against a Nashville Christian, against a Friendship Christian, against a Middle Tennessee Christian type ball club. This is going to be a great test for us to see where we are and where we need to be.
Yeah, I think that's something that we'll see more of here. I like to play someone across the lines a little bit just to have that measuring stick.
It keeps it interesting, too.
Yeah, and it's good competition. That's the other thing about it. And, TSSAA needs to promote good competition. They need to promote people to go out and play guys that you may get beat, but you're playing somebody really good, and your guys learn from that, and they see how, a good program is run and how they do things. And so I enjoy doing that. I've always tried to do that, even if we had to travel to do it, and so that was kind of what we came up with Donelson this year, because I know they were, a powerhouse most years and do a really good job coaching them and give us a good look.
For those that don't remember, Donelson Christian, the year, I believe it was either 2019 or 2020, when the tornado hit Nashville, Donelson Christian took a direct hit from that tornado as well, and it flat tore that school up.
Yeah, and they've done a lot of rebuilding and of course done.
Stadium's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good place. It's a good school, and they, like I said, they're well coached, and I think this is a great game to come back going into the playoffs to get a chance, like you said, to see what else is out there and how they stack up.
Looking at Donelson Christian, it's a program. 2 solid running backs. The numbers for each of them individually don't, they maybe don't set the world on fire, but you got 2 solid running backs with solid numbers, and a quarterback who's thrown for close to 1,000 yards on the year. So you've got some solid, they produce some solid numbers all the way around.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you have a good team, you may not have one player that's going out there just racking up the numbers, because you can spread the ball around and you can have several people that are catching the ball, several people running the ball, several people doing those things. And so one guy doesn't stand out necessarily statistically but what they've got is they've got a well-rounded team and they distribute the ball well. And so, you got to make sure that you have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed when you're playing.
Coach, shifting gears a little bit here, we were at a Booster Club meeting a couple of nights ago, and we're getting closer to the playoffs, and people start wondering, people in the community, even TCA fans, we're going to need some help with things. What can the general fan or somebody in the community do if they want to help out the TC program here as we begin the playoff run?
Yeah, man, if anybody would like to help us out with meals or busing or anything like that, they're welcome to, come to the school and donate money for TCA football, and I think they take care of that at the front office, make sure it got to the right people, and that would help us out as far as, feeding the team and feeding, if we have to charter buses or anything like that on a long trip or anything. And so, playoffs are something that you hope for, and everybody in the state wants to be a part of a playoff experience, but at the same time, it's costly. I mean, it's extra games, and it's extra. Everything about it is extra. Everything that you do, which the longer you stay in, of course you want. That's what ultimately everybody wants to do. But at the same time, those things do get cost, heavy on you.
And our friends in Murfreesboro, they want their cut as well these days.
Sure they do, yeah. Hey, everybody's looking for their cut, right? Yeah.
Well, I guess one thing, if anybody's got an Utz distributorship here in Jackson, you'd be willing to take on some of that, I guess.
Diet Mountain Dew, that's fine.
I'll see if I can work on some Diet Ski as well. Well, Coach, looking at this, a big game. Keys, you've seen some film on this team. Keys to victory against Donelson Christian.
Again, kind of taking up where we left off is the main thing, not backsliding any over this open week period. Picking up where we left off, number one, and number two, being able to be sound on defense in all the areas, because again, they've got weapons at every area there. They throw and catch well. They have a couple of backs that run the ball well, and then offensively, being able to, not have penalties or turnovers.
Coach, everybody in the West knows we can play now. Let's, after tonight's ball game, let's make sure when they go back towards Nashville that they're able to say, them boys in Jackson can play some football.
I hope so. I think the main thing is you want to be a class act, and you want people to say, hey, those boys can play, but they're also, they play with class.
Coach, let's go get them.
All right, thank you.
That's the head coach of TCA Lions, Darren Bowen. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show, and we're back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
Great job by Stan Gerard talking to Coach Bowling. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lions' Lair here at 10 Windy City Road. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Coach P with us. Coach Philip Robertson. Speaking of Philip, his lovely daughter Tori will join us at halftime. We'll talk about that state championship. She'll also be saluted down on the field, and well deserved of that. Bradley White's our cameraman. He's walking right in front of us. And we'll get you ready for the coin toss, and it just took place, and the Lions apparently have won the toss. They have won the toss, and let's see, they have elected to receive and go on offense first. Those captains for the Lions, by the way, were Kendall Boyle, who's wearing 77 tonight. Meanwhile, it is Hammer and Hank Miller. Also out there is Gabe Lee and Owen Atwood. Lions coming in here tonight, 6-2, 4-1, 5-3. Winners of 4 of their last 5. We talked about the Lions, a hot team, winning 5 in a row. This bunch has won 4 of their last 5. And Stan, they have some firepower. You've got some stats in front of you there.
Yeah, looking at their offense, running backs King Gardner, number 13, number 5, Ridley Biddle. They've got almost 1,600 yards combined between them and 17 touchdowns. The quarterback is 64 of 114. He's thrown for 919 yards and 11 scores. So they've got quite a bit of offense out there that we're going to have to deal with during the course of this game. Leading receiver for them is Grayson Scragg, number 22. He's got 358 yards on 23 catches, averaging 15.5 a year. And their other leading receiver out of the backfield would be King Gardner as well, with almost 300 yards and 24 receptions on the season. They average 1,757 yards or 219.6 yards a game, 132 through the air. They average a nice fat 356.8 yards a ball game. That's putting the ball on the ground and moving it very well. That's a nice total to have for an average for the year, Dave.
Yeah, they've got some firepower, no doubt. Meanwhile, the Lions have some firepower of their own as well. Stan, you have some stats on our Lions.
We will take a look at those numbers right away. If I can get my fingers, who don't like to work these days, to work.
It's a little cooler, too, tonight.
Well, it's neuropathies. Guy gets claws on me, let's just say. Neuropathy is not a fun thing. TCA averaging 178 yards in the game, 158 through the air, 159 through the air. They're averaging 337 yards a game, and what we're getting ready to do is
invocation.
We're going to have the invocation, so we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, the kickoff, TCA football. We're back after this.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Welcome back, everybody. Diamond Dave McCulley along with Stan Gerard, about to roll out of my chair here. But
be careful.
We mentioned during the pregame that the Lions will wear pink jerseys tonight. Travis Vance and his dad gave me the scoop on that coming in. And we'd like to tell you that Beth Culpepper and the gang, they put together really nice package tonight. We'd like to remind you that tonight the Lions are trading in their traditional uniforms for something extra special. Pink jerseys worn in honor, remembrance, and celebration of all those who have fought or are currently fighting cancer. This is the annual Pink Out game, and these special edition jerseys aren't just for show. They're a symbol of hope, strength, and community. Next week, by the way, these very jerseys, will be up for auction during the game, giving you the chance to own a piece of Lion football history while making a real difference. If you'd like to have more details, be sure and contact our lovely friends Beth Culpepper and Barbara Carlson. We'll talk more about that. Let's go Lions, and let's pink out cancer. Stan, really beautiful night here tonight.
Absolutely gorgeous night for football. Temperatures in the low 60s. When I arrive this afternoon, it'll be in the low 50s by the time this game is over. Look how well those numbers and pink jerseys look on our high-def camera there, Dave.
Beautiful night weather-wise, and a beautiful night in salute of all those that are fighting cancer. All of us have been touched by it in some degree, with some degree. Each and every single one of us, either distant relatives or immediate relatives, and certainly Stan, great gesture by TCA tonight, and I applaud them and love them even more than I can even describe.
Well, we do.
Beth brought us dinner tonight as well.
Yes, that was very good dinner. Mine didn't last too long.
I'm going to get you to do my usual every Friday night thing, get me on the...
You're not very tech savvy, are you?
Well, I am, but my phone just gives me problems. Well, the Lions will receive this football to begin this game. Put 15 minutes on the board. Beautiful night in the 50s. And Stan, looks like it's going to get even cooler next week, and we've got some rain coming in possibly Sunday as well.
Yep, we do have some rain. Apparently, we're old pros because we're playing 15-minute quarters tonight, apparently.
I was going to say, wait a minute, yeah.
Yeah, they better change that pretty quickly.
They just didn't. They'll advance that down here in just a second.
Well, if I could get your phone to
Yeah, my
work.
phone's been giving me some trouble. I'll work on it. You've got some things to do, too. The kickoff about ready to take place here. Donelson Christian, we have some of those folks watching and listening to us up in the mid-state area as well. And to kick it away will be Keaton Denton.
And they go with the onside kick.
Onside kick. The Lions, it's a scramble for it. It's a wild scramble for it. The Lions say they have it. Let's wait and see. Stan, that thing scooted around there and was loose potato there at the dinner table for a little bit, wasn't it?
Very loose, but TCA, it looked like Greg Carter recovered that fumble, our backup quarterback.
Greg Carter is he's a football player. He's just a
yeah.
player. He doesn't razzle and dazzle you with a lot of things, but listen, he gets the job done.
They had a good shot at it.
Sure did. 49-yard lines where the Lions will take over at their own 49, 1st and 10.
And that's not a bad option to start a game when you're on the road. It's going to be a tough place to play. Try and surprise the other team.
And you're the underdog, 4-man front, as they actually have 5 guys, well, 4 guys, 3 down linemen in the end there on the left side. Owen Atwood has Miller in the pistol behind him. Atwood drops, wants to throw. He's going to roll right. Got some running room if he so desires, but he's going to throw it incomplete.
Short
arm that one. Intended receiver down there was Lee at about the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 10 from his own 49.
Yeah, 3 down linemen there, but they had 7 guys in that last play all right on the line of scrimmage. So,
crowding receivers, weren't they?
Yeah, they're crowding the receivers, and they're trying to prevent the run. But you get a couple out there, and it's going to it will loosen that up over the course of the game.
You can type it in for me now if you would. 2 receivers far side right. That's Harden and Lee. Receivers Helton here to the near side. And they put it in motion this time. That's going to be Reed Williamson. Handoff, and not much there.
Hank's going to get about 2 on the play.
Maybe if he gets 2 to the 50, almost to 49, just barely into DCA territory. This is an impressive looking DCA front 4 there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a team that
number 77. He's a big guy.
It's a team that beat Tipton Rosemark, our opponent, next week fairly handily earlier in the season.
Senior Jason Johnson's that big number 77. In motion, Williamson. Atwood drops. Atwood wants to throw. He's going to be in trouble. He's going to have a flag. We're going to have holding on TCA. Atwood's going to reverse it now and get yardage. He would get the first down and scoot out of bounds about 35, but stand where that flag came at. It's going to be holding on the Lions.
And they'll give the signal, and that one will come marching back.
So it will be now 3rd down still, but Lions, thank you, Stan. You're the man. That's why they call you the man. Well, they'll move it back. Atwood doing what he does so well, improvising and making something out of nothing, but the hole will negate what would have been a first down inside the 35-yard line.
Blocking below the waist, they're going to call it on that. That's a big boy penalty too, Dave.
Sure is. That's going to be moving it back near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, so what you got to do on that play, Dave, when the receivers see him scrambling, you've got to break off your routes and start returning to your quarterback to give him something to throw to.
No doubt about it. And then move that ball all the way back to near the 30. It would be the 36.
Yeah, that's the big
TCA's
boy
got to get to the
15-yard.
41-yard line. So it's going to be third down and a long way, folks.
15 and 23. 15,
23,
third
24
23.
yards, yeah. Third and 23. Not where you want to be in a third down
No.
situation. Well, in the pistol again is Miller behind Atwood. 3 down lineman. You see it on your screen. Atwood throws that football,
Caught.
and it's caught. And that's going to make an interesting decision here as Lee will come up with that, and that's going to be, they're going to go for it. It'll be fourth down now and about 6. Make it fourth down and 5. Picked up 18 yards on the throw and opened Lee, and Lee has had a remarkable year. That is now, ladies and gentlemen, another catch, which is
27 on the year.
27 on the year.
Puts him at almost 580 yards.
27 of those. He's in double digits in touchdowns with 15. Can't read my own writing. Here's the handoff. No, it's going to be, yes, it's going to be Atwood keeping it.
First
He fooled
down.
everybody. He's got the first down. Stan, he is just remarkable. He's had a tremendous year. Everybody bid on Hammer and Hank. I did as well. And they all the way down to the 36-yard line. Scurries 1-0 and Atwood, the senior.
11 yards in the pickup. And more importantly, the first down for TCA.
About 636 yards rushing coming in this game tonight.
Oh, yeah, nice run. And on only 63 carries. So when he carries, of course, that 80-yard touchdown run against Jackson Christian that helped that average out a little bit.
That was one of the plays of the year, wasn't it?
It was the longest run of the year. It's the 7th longest run in TCA history.
Yeah, that's amazing. We've had some tremendous athletes out here through the years. In motion is Harden. Now they hand it off. No, it's Atwood keeping it in. Play faked it to Miller that time, and they spin him down. What a great tackle. Tremendous tackle by Wyatt Gray, the linebacker, as he pins him to the turf right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second down and 10.
Oh, C gap. The gap over to the right was wide open. We win with that fake. One gap too hard. If Hank would have gotten the ball and we would have been able to get outside one gap,
Yep.
it would have been Katie bar the door.
It was a great tackle, though, wasn't
Yeah.
it, by Gray? No doubt about it.
Oh, absolutely great tackle.
Second down and 10. The ball at the 36 again.
Good read.
Atwood, plenty of time. Now throws downfield, got a man wide open. It's going to be caught down there.
Flag.
And that's a flag, but it's going to be caught by Reed Williamson. He spins his way inside the 5, scurries down to the 4, and the flag came over here at about the 17-yard line. That's going to be, I think, pass interference on DCA, I believe.
It might be on number 13, I believe.
That would be King Gardner. We have Danielle Davis watching tonight, Chuck Wilson, Teresa Holden, Joanne
Holding
Curran,
defense.
Carol Davis,
So
Gail Presley,
36.
Lois Sands watching. So,
And that was who caught that
well,
ball?
decline. That was caught by Reed Williamson.
Reed got that one.
Yep, sure did. He was wide. Stan, he was so open.
So that's down to
Remarkably.
that's a
Down to
30-yard catch.
about the 4-yard line's where the ball is.
32-yard catch.
9 minutes in the clock running. No score. TCA took the opening kickoff. After an onside kick, they recovered at their own 49. They've got it down to the 4. Let's see what the gang dials up.
Hank Miller, no, we're going
No,
option
it's
play.
Atwood. Atwood in the end zone. Touchdown. I'm
Going
telling you,
Atwood.
Miller draws so much attention before games and during games, and Atwood is the, recipient of some of those, but he's got remarkable legs, remarkable feet, great decision-making. Touchdown, Lions.
And we'd like to welcome those of you watching this ball game on WNWS 101.5. Seabass and the folks down there, you're watching that on their Red Zone show.
They do a great job, don't they?
Yep. Hey,
Into
Bass.
Into attempt. PAT. Here's the snap back. The ball down. The kick is up, and that kick is spinning its way through the uprights. Ty Carlson, yes, he's only missed 3 all year. It's 7-0 Lions at 8:46 of the first stanza. Good start for the Lions here at home. Back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Alongside Indiana Stan, his Hoosiers are number 2 in the country. They play UCLA tomorrow. Should be a doozy of a game. I'm Dave McCulley, a Kentucky fan who we entertain the Mighty Vols out of Knoxville tomorrow up in God's country.
51 yards in the drive for TCA.
8:46 mark. Atwood, remarkable decision-making on those.
About 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yep, no doubt about it. World Series underway tonight. Who are you picking, by the way?
Well, I've got to go with the team, and here's the trivia question. Who is, after 40 years in the big leagues, who's making his playoff debut tonight?
From Evansville, Indiana, one Don Mattingly, wore
Mr.
number
Baseball.
23 with the Yankees.
Or Donnie Baseball.
Here's the kick, and it's going to be gathered in back there by Dominique Davis. He's got some running room. He's to the 30, to the 35, and scoots his way up to almost the 40-yard line. The ball popped out. Let's see if he was down. I think it was down. TCA thought it was their ball. That's a nice return of about 35 yards, Dan.
Yeah, you watch that. He ran straight up the gut. He got the middle of our defense kind of sucked in a little bit, and then he broke to the outside for the nice run, showed some good speed. Dominic with the good run. Oh, yeah, that ball was definitely down.
He took it straight up the field just the way Torrey Robertson does in golf, straight down the fairway.
He north and south. That's the way you got to do it, baby.
You and I talk about that a lot, don't we?
Yep.
Well, the ball's at the 30.
Oh, and by the way, Dave, that is north and that is south.
That is correct. I always, after all these years, I never get it right. They shift the running back, Eli Whalen, out, and now the quarterback hands it off, and the running back, not much. Gets to the 40, maybe 3, and that's it.
Little scrum there on the play.
Let's see who carried that ball.
That was 13.
Carrying that football was King Gardner.
Going to pick up King's. That's a great name for an athlete, King.
801 yards, Dan. He's carried the ball now 108 times on the year.
Of course, you remember the great former Kentucky Wesleyan athlete, King Kelly Coleman, back in the 50s.
No doubt. And the pistol behind, actually a little to his left. Here's the handoff again, and coming right at us now.
Nice move.
50. One man to beat. 40, 35. Gardner may go. He's at the 25 to the 20, and finally we get him down inside the 20. Hank Miller got him near the 15-yard line. Stan, watch this replay. He made a cut that is worthy of NCAA Division I cut.
Yep. Hank Miller chased him down from his middle linebacker position down to the 16-yard line, 16, 26, 36, 46.
You young people watching, never give up on a play, and Hank Miller never gives up. Save the touchdown. Let's see if TCA
41 yards.
Make them pay for that. Lark, Taylor watching tonight. Mike and Lark are both watching. Hello, guys. Well, 1st and 10, the ball at the 16-yard line. Here's the pitch. And coming here to the near side, and nothing there. What a nice play. What a great play by Gabe Lee.
I mean, second leading tackler on this team. Got a chance, Gabe, to be the 3rd all-time leading tackler for TCA before this is over. Gabe Lee, a headhunter, missed a block in the back there, but we'll take that loss on the play. Gabe Lee with another one of his patented shoestring tackles.
Blake Holton, the quarterback running the show, gave it at that time on the pitch to Dominique Davis. TCA defended that brilliantly. A loss of a yard to the 17, 2nd and 11. Holton will send now King Gardner to his right hash, as you watch on your devices. Here's Gardner. Gardner spins his way inside the 20 and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he lost a few yards. That's going to be 3rd down, standing at about 13.
Watch Gabe Lee come from the top of your screen in. He's going to read this play. He's going to come down here, or actually he's in the middle, comes in, dives at the feet, gets him at the ankle, breaks it up there, and Hammer and Hank finishes him off.
Gabe's really a smart player. He reads really well.
Really, if he is not an all-state player at one of 2 positions, it'll be a crime.
No doubt about it. Well, here we are, a big 3rd down play. Probably 2-down territory for them. Holton, the quarterback, has Gardner to his almost the pistol, but he's a little to his left. Holton drops, Holton throws, and that throw is down in the end zone, and it is
nice defense.
Incomplete. Great defense.
Look at the way TCA pressured this ball. He had to throw that ball up high. Their blocking back completely missed the guy coming through. They missed the defensive end. We almost snagged that one in the backfield, but nice defense there on the play and on the defense for TCA at that time was Reed Williamson.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing about Holton's throw, though. He threw the ball where if no one could catch it except his receiver.
It was going to be caught or out of bounds, one of the 2. So
Brother Andy Neely's in the house. I see him down to the left. Great sermon this past weekend.
4th and about 13.
4th and 13, so the Lions have a chance to hold them here and get the ball back. They lead 7-0, 5:51, 51-yard drive. on the Atwood 4-yard run has given them the lead. Holton, straight drop. Now he's going to run out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw, and incomplete.
Tipped.
And almost a catch as it was knocked up in the air. And who knocked it up? Was that Lee again?
No, it wasn't
No,
Lee.
it's not Lee.
Look at the skywalk on this play to get that, though.
Is that Lake Helton?
Yes, it was.
Lake
He
Helton.
tipped that ball. His hand was up there at the goalpost, crossbar height, and tipped that ball away. But after giving up that 41-yard run,
the defense holds.
The defense holds. And
You know,
TCA
Helton's
first
really.
and 10.
We talk about a lot of these kids developing. Lake is really developed into a great football player. I think I'm looking forward to basketball with him as well. 6'4".
I hope basketball didn't get him back for quite a while.
Same here. Junior. His mom, Melissa, she's so popular they've named a hurricane after her. It's beating in on the East Coast. Atwood throws. Atwood complete. Caught over there on the right side. And now
nice
great move. Super move up to the 30, to the 35.
That's going to be a 16-yard pickup. Look at the play. And look at after the contact here. Shuck, jive, pick up your equipment, and move on, Gabe Lee.
You know, he threw that ball, Atwood did, before Lee actually made his turn. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. That's 34 yards and 2 catches for the G-Man, the little general.
First down and 10. TCA has developed into a really, I wouldn't say juggernaut, but it's really impressive what TCA's done this 5-game winning streak. Running the ball, throwing the ball. Hard to defend them right now. Hand off Miller. Miller.
He's going to grind out three. Yep. Hank with 5 yards and 2 carries.
Peggy. Curry's watching.
Miss Peggy.
Hello, guys. We're praying for you as well.
First time she's gotten to watch all year.
That's great. Good to have her. I'm so glad she's watching.
Yep.
Second down.
Means she's having a good day.
Yeah,
good evening.
Continue to pray for you.
Thank you.
Second down and 6. 4:45 clock running. TCA leads 7-0. Atwood has Miller in the pistol. 3 receivers here to the near side, the home side. Running the option is Atwood. He's going to pitch it back. And Miller is going to turn the corner at the 40. And then
did you see that punishment?
He just takes his
Did
helmet.
you hear the crowd?
And now we've got one of the DCA players not happy. But, you know, that's a legal play. You can lower your shoulder if you're the offensive guy and lower your head, and you can bang the guy trying to tackle you, Stan.
Yep. I mean, look at this. Bam! With the contact.
Wyatt Gray, the linebacker, took exception to that. That's a first down, by the way.
That's called a punishing run.
We have great sponsors and great people, but you know, every time we get a first down, I think of Jim and Connie.
Oh, yeah.
Clement.
How long was that run again now? I missed it.
That was, the ball
about
had
7.
That was 8 yards.
8 yards, that's right.
First down and 10 at the 45, and I think TCA's called a timeout. The Lions call it. Coach Jay Pierce has seen enough. The Lions lead 7-0 and are marching again back after this 30. This is TCA football.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. It looks like they got about 4 or 5 games. Somebody just
We're back. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Coach P. Philip Robertson, the golf coach here. And his daughter, Tori, state champion. We'll talk to her at halftime. She's going to be saluted at halftime as well. And it's pink out game here tonight. And we'll tell you more about that as well.
First time we've ever had pink jerseys, to my knowledge.
Yep, I think it is. Travis Vance told me not to tell you as we came in, but you already knew. Hard to scoop a scooper.
Well,
first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
When you got inside sources with the program.
Well, you have deep inside sources.
Very
You
deep.
claim you have deep inside sources at every program in town. Atwood, boy, all day to throw. And it pays dividends.
Oh, man.
Gabe Lee, 40. Gabe Lee trying to get outside. Nice tackle, or he would have had more at the 37-yard line. Offensive line, outstanding protection. We don't give them enough credit. And look at big Kendall Boyle wearing 77 tonight. He's back here telling Atwood, great throw, young man.
That is 3 receptions for 52 yards for the little general, the G-Man.
Kendall looks quick as a cat tonight walking back to that line of
It's
scrimmage.
the pink jersey.
That's what it is. First
it
and 10.
slims you down and adds 0.2 of a second to your 40 time.
TCA took this ball at their own 16 after the stop. And they moved
Coach
it now.
P doesn't believe me.
And here's Atwood running the option again. And, boy, they tackle him this time. And, I mean, grab him down and clean but vicious. Dominique Davis, the defensive back. Let's watch this tackle. Boy, he came very close to.
Yeah, it was close, but I think it was legal hit.
I think it was too. Yep.
Got slow. He thought about the option.
Oh,
no. I'd like to see that one more time.
Got him around the shoulder pads.
Watch those hands.
Lost a yard. Second down to 11.
Those hands were on the helmet, my friend.
No, I didn't see that. I thought they were on the shoulder pads.
No, one was on the helmet.
Was it Lee Corso? But I say, not so quick, my friend. In the pistol, Miller comes out of the backfield now, and they're going to sack all the way back to near midfield. A great
yards.
tackle by Jamel Shinsky, a defensive lineman, and he made the defensive line play of the game thus far. That's a big loss all the way back to the 47. TCA's got to get to the 27. It's going to be 3rd and 20.
Yeah, he just shot through. Nobody picked him up.
Spells it. It's Shinska. It's Shinska.
What number is that?
That is 61. Well, Jamel made a great play. Let me just put it that way. 3rd down to 20. Shinska. That's one of those Indiana names. Back is Atwood to throw. Steps up in the pocket and wheels and deals. It's picked off. 30. And now we got a flag. I think it may be pass interference. Harden is the guy that hit the deck. Picked off at about the 28-yard line. That's right where the flag came in. And I think they're going to get pass interference. I believe it was picked off by DCA. Let's wait and see.
This could be defensive.
That's what I'm saying. I think
let's see. It
might be on them, yeah.
Yeah, can we see that one more time, Coach?
Coach Pierce not happy across the way.
But, yeah, he creamed right into it. Here we go. Stepped up in the pocket, fired down the middle.
He didn't throw off balance on one leg.
Oh, yeah, ran right over him.
Yeah. Harden was calling for it, and now there comes the flag in, and Harden says, thank you, sir.
Harden, great over-the-middle receiver. That ball had a little duck in it.
Harden's development as a football player has really been
phenomenal.
Advantageous for freshmen. Cam Harden.
Boy, our receivers are wide open tonight, Dave.
I mean, just as open as they've been all year. Atwood double clutches. Now throws, wants to go down.
That's holding. That's holding.
That may be, and that's pass interference. Same guy.
Oh, my.
Yeah, and now
they call it.
Now flag comes in at the line of scrimmage as well.
Look at this, top of the screen.
Let's wait and see what this flag is, Matt. They just threw one here back at the line of scrimmage too, Stan. That's what it was about. You see right here.
Yeah, you've got two of them on.
You got two guys going at it.
Referee threw one back there, and then the scuffle going up here towards the line. I did not see that until I saw the replay.
That looked like Sputnik Monroe, who just went into the Shelby County Hall of Fame, by the way. He basically integrated Memphis, Tennessee. I'm giving Bill Hamilton credit on that. He was giving me Sputnik Monroe refused to wrestle unless they let the black folks sit down front instead. They always let them sit in the top section. Sputnik would not perform unless they got to sit up front. No one cares except you and I, but remember Billy Wicks and Jackie Fargo and
Billy Wicks.
What was Jackie's brother's name?
Roughhouse.
Well, now they've called pass interference. Now they call personal foul on TCA back here.
Oh, that's a good way to say, well, we had a couple of fouls. We're just going to wipe it all off.
Well, they don't wipe it off. TCA is going to be penalized all the way back to the 47-yard line. If it's on both teams, it should be offsetting. That's right. You're right. It was 20 yards for the first down. You're right. Minute 50. And now they're going to move it back even more.
Whoa.
It's 30 yards. 30-yard penalty on TCA.
So they call it both on TCA.
Yeah, they call offensive pass interference, and then they call personal foul back here.
That's terrible on the
It's back to the 38-yard line, and TCA has to get to the DCA 27.
Well, you folks watching the game could see it clearly on the replay. You make your own judgment.
3rd down and 25. That's more than 25 yards. That's 33 yards. 3rd and 33 or 34.
One of them had to be a dead ball.
Yeah, I think that's what he said, yes. Atwood drops. Atwood flushed out of the pocket. They've got people running at him. He runs away from it. Now he throws and wide open, but Lee couldn't come up with it. Again, a receiver, though, wide open.
Yeah. We're finding holes in that defense of Providence Christian, but we got to settle that line up a little bit.
It remains a 7-0 game. Mandy Niven is watching. Union getting ready to play some basketball. Good luck to David and the gang. Her son is an integral part of our basketball team here. John Lewis Coffey's watching. Hello, John. It's 7-0, a minute 49, and now TCA is going to have to punt it. They'll punt it away from about their own 25.
Right. End of an era coming up at Union this year.
Yeah, Mark Campbell calling it quits. He's the AD out there. He's like me doing double duty. I can relate to doing the double duty stuff. Here's the kick by Greg Carter, by the way. Takes a great TCA roll. Outstanding roll. Inside the 25, down to about the 22, it will roll dead.
That's 25.
And Greg Carter, outstanding punt.
35, 45.
Had something going, Stan. Took over at their 16. We get field position back, but you'd like to have had points. The penalties really killed us.
50. That's a 53-yard punt. That's the longest punt of the season.
Yep. A minute 36. Stat Stan. That's why we call him Stat Stan, folks. Mandy, tell David I say hello. A minute 36. 7-0 Lions. And now Holden will come back out at his own 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Backs to his left and right. One receiver each way. Handoff. Wide open. 30, 35, 40. The little water bug is going to fly. That's Riley Biddle. He's to the 40-yard line of TCA and inside the 40 to the 37. And Stan, once he got by the line of scrimmage, man, he looked like a water bug headed toward the field house, didn't he?
See, that was from what, the 25-yard
22-yard line.
22-yard line, 32, 42, 28.
Our lovely friend Cheryl Emerson's tuned in.
41 yards.
Hello, Cheryl. And now we have illegal motion by DCA. They hand it off to Biddle again. They would call them basically the same play, illegal motion.
You know, that's 2 41-yard runs they've had.
I mean, TCA in both cases stand lucky to tackle them and not let them score. Pursuit. Cheerleaders wearing the pink hair tonight. Stan, you look good in pink.
I don't think so.
1st down and 15 now. The ball moved back to the 44. Holden, good-looking quarterback. Same set, backs to his left and right, hands it off this time, and that's Biddle again. Biddle trying to find a crease, finds a little bit of one, and then he's tackled by Hank Miller, who said hello at the 37-yard line, a pick of about 7.
Yeah, if you look at Hank Miller's stats this year, not as impressive as stats as we've seen from years past in Hank, but that's because in about 5 games this year, he's only played half a ball game.
Actually, they give him 5. It's 2nd down and 10. I didn't get a very good spot, I thought, there.
And he's still averaging almost 10 tackles a game with only playing half a game 5 times.
It is 44 seconds left now. 2nd down and 10. That's in the first quarter. Biddle again. Biddle this time. Nowhere to go.
And guess who made that tackle?
Hank Miller got there, and then he was finished off by Joe Cole after Miller got a hand on him as well, made the initial hit.
2 of the best linebackers in West Tennessee, hammering Hank Miller and smoking Joe Cole.
Boy, that's a good analogy, Stan. They really do complement each other, don't they?
I mean, really, the best trio, probably the best trio of linebackers in West Tennessee, 1 senior, a sophomore, and a freshman.
We've had some great backers here through the years. You and I,
Andrew Goldsmith.
Long time we've done the games out here, but
17 years.
It may be right there in the top 2 or 3 of the group of them. Down to 4 seconds, down to 3 seconds, down to 2 seconds. Holden, they'll not get the play off. I don't think they do not. And it is going to be 3rd down and 11 when we come back at the 40-yard line, 39-yard line of TCA. TCA leads the game 7-0, but the Lions, seeing the Wildcats having something going here. We'll find out what's going to happen when we come back after a 60-second message. This is TCA Football.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
David Lee Roth in the house, and Davidson Academy, the Wildcats on offense, 3rd and 11 as we begin our second quarter.
Donelson Christian. Here's Holden dropping. Holden throwing. Holden got a man down there. Can TCA catch him? And he's going to have pass interference. I think the ball is caught anyway. It is caught.
We're going to see what happens here.
Here's the replay. I think he caught that ball for a touchdown. They haven't signaled that yet. I didn't see the guy over there signaling. Here's the.
That ball may have come out. We don't know, but they're wrestling for it.
Ball is just outside the goal line. I mean, within the. It's everything but in the on the line.
So they'll get the. You don't. Oh,
Great throw by Holden.
They're going to call that a catch. So
yeah, there was a catch. Yes.
So what yard line was that? That was
it's
on
inside the ball was on. Well, let's go back, check, and see.
See who caught that. Even
47, is that right?
Yeah. So 46-yard reception. I didn't see who caught it though.
And here's the running back diving into the end zone. I think he's there. No, they don't signal it yet. They're not going to give him the touchdown.
Joe Cole, among others, on the tackle.
Jeff Page, a Wildcat fan up in the Middle State area, is watching. Phyllis Robertson is watching. Lois Ann is with us. Ball's inside the 1. It's going to be 2nd down and goal. DCA trying to tie the game, or pull within 1 anyway. They're down 7-0 here. First minute of the second stanza.
I'm going to give it to Scraggs, I believe.
Holden in the gun. He's going to keep it and just waltz into the end zone. Play faked at the middle and just untouched into the end zone from 1 yard out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 78-yard drive, an impressive drive by DCA.
Helton with only 22 yards now rushing on the season, but his 4th touchdown. He doesn't rush often, but he did there wide open.
So Holden gets the touchdown, and in to attempt the PAT will be Keaton Denton, the junior. Snap back, ball down, kick up, and it splits the uprights. And, folks, we're tied at 7-7. A 30-second break. We're back with the Lions on offense. A tie game. Back. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Chris Tippett is watching. Hello, Chris. 10:58, 7-7. We're tied. And Stan, the penalties, was that a 30-yard penalty, a step off a moment ago, and it really killed TCA.
Absolutely did bury them when they were in Jackson Christian territory and had a pass interference, down inside the 20, and they call it offensive interference. There's no way that it was, and ended up forcing us to punt. And they got the 40-yard run to set this all up. And we're tied at 7.
We mentioned pink out night tonight, and they're wearing the pink jerseys. They'll be auctioned off next week. Here's a skittering kick.
That ball's
and it'll
live.
go out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. Don't forget next week. Boy, there's
they're throwing a flag.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a.
It's going to be on us, I think.
A little pushing by both teams after several plays.
That ball hit one of our players there.
I think he's just putting the flag down where the ball went out of bounds, I think. Or is there a flag out in the middle of the field?
Well, it was. He threw his flag there, but.
Don't forget these jerseys, by the way, will be auctioned off next week during the game. Contact Beth Culpepper and Barbara Carlson if you'd like to be involved in that and you're not here. And by the way, all proceeds benefit the Kirkland Cancer Center right here in Jackson next week.
Well, they're calling that against DCA.
Yeah, that's going to be move the ball up to about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 there, the Lions. They've headed to 49. Had at the 16, and now they have the ball at their own 44 with 10:58 left here in this first half and a tie game. Miller in the pistol behind Atwood. Williamson is in the slot to the left.
A little chippy.
Yep, a little chippy, a little chilly and a little chippy. Harden in motion, and they'll give it to Miller.
Hank.
Miller trying to get outside. He does midfield. And he just bulldozes his way to the 45, will not go down. Then they push him into the bench across the way at the 44-yard. Will make it 43-yard line. A big pickup by Hammer and Hank Miller.
12 yards in the pickup. I want you to watch this block here. Oh, you missed it right at the 50. If we can see it one more time, look at the block that was made by. Bryson Faust.
Only the second time these teams have ever met, but I'll tell you this, they act like they don't like each other, don't they?
You could say that. And
mean,
that's not a bad thing to have an intense rivalry.
No, it's not bad. It's been clean, but it's just been a little hanky-panky
Hard-hitting.
after every play almost. Atwood, Miller in the pistol again behind him there. 3 receivers here to the near side. Atwood's going to run the option. He's going to pitch it to Miller. Miller's going to tuck that ball.
Oh, look at that stiff arm.
They'll bulldoze him down at the 40-yard line. And it's going to be, I tell you what.
Look at the stiff arm.
Wyatt Gray, the linebacker, he's all over the place. He's a good player. That tackle, the initial hit by Dominique Davis.
But Bam knocked him, but he held on to him.
Sure did. A pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. Clock running, 10:20 first half. TCA in DCA territory.
5 carries, 29 yards for Hank.
We told you this team's 5-3, deceptive. They won 4 of their last 5. They put it together, and they're really playing well. TCA's won 5 in a row. Atwood will put Harden in motion, wheeling behind everyone back there.
Uh-oh.
Atwood's going to run, and he's going to be in all sorts of trouble. Now he scoots his way out of that, and he's going to run to the 40, to
Oh,
the
look at
35,
this.
to the 30. Great cut as he moves inside the 30 to the 25-yard line for another Trinity Christian Academy first down.
15 yards in that pickup, 16 net yards for Atwood. Remember, he lost 12 in that one play.
Stan, how many times have we talked about him improvising, making something out of nothing? They had 3 people pinned here on this near sideline, and he got out of it.
Dave, only you and I, maybe Coach P, will recognize his name, but he is the Fran Tarkenton of high school football.
No doubt about it. Fran Tarkenton with the Vikings all those years. First down, and that's when I used to watch pro football a little bit. First down and
Back when it was good.
28-yard line.
Oh, Bud, what was
26.
his name, the coach there?
Yep, sure was. Here's the pitch out here to Harden. Harden, great move inside the 20, and they wheel him down at about the 18-yard line. Tackle that time by Aiden Lupa.
I want you to watch this block by Gabe Lee here coming up.
Larry Bells is tuned in.
The catch there.
That's a great
Bam!
block. That is
Yeah,
a
it's
really
a good
nice
block.
Yep. You know, coaches, people will tend to watch, fans will just tend to watch the receiver. Coaches will dissect those blocks, and it's yards after a catch. 3 receivers, far side left. 1 receiver here to the near side. Never gone to Helton here as of late. Let's see if they will dial his number. Here's the handoff. Inside handoff down to the 15, inside the 15 to the 12.
And a first down.
And another first down, Hammer and Hank.
So Harden got 8 yards in that reception, and what about 4 or 5 on that run?
Yep, Lee here to the near side.
We'll say 5.
Helton and Williamson, far side left.
34 on 6, by the way.
In the pistols, Miller, 1st and 10. The ball at about the 13-yard line, actually.
A-gap's open.
Harden in motion. Atwood fakes the throw. Now running. Through 3 or 4 people. He may go in. He fumbles the football.
Touchdown,
and it's recovered
TCA.
in the end zone by the Lions, I think. Touchdown, Lions.
Gabe Lee will get credit for the touchdown, and Owen Atwood will get credit for
about a 15-yard run.
Yeah.
Fumble at the 1. Well, actually, about an 11-yard run, Stan. The ball was at the 12 or 13. Let's give him 12.
Okay, I can do that.
How about that? Well, sometimes it's as good to be lucky as it is talented.
Yeah.
And this team is both sometimes. Most of the time, just talented. Carlson in to attempt the PAT. The holder's Atwood.
What was that play that Oakland ran many, many years ago? The Fumblerooski play where they kept knocking it forward into the end zone. Dave Casper got it.
Then they finally ruled that illegal after that game, I think. PAT up. Good.
The
Lions
snake, Kenny Stabler.
14-7, yeah, from Alabama. 14-7 Lions back after this at the 8:16 mark of this first half. Stay with us on TCA Football.
Diamond, we'll have to dig into the record books, but I think that is Gabe Lee's 2nd touchdown this year that he's recovered a fumble and gotten a touchdown.
Yeah, Page tells us his youngsters go to DCA. 8:16 and Stan, a 56-yard drive, and Tell you, the play calling, I thought during that sequence, it's been really good all year, but that play calling that time was superb by the coaching staff.
Owen's decision,
of course,
he split the defenders.
Of course, sometimes when the play call is great, but then Atwood, you got a guy back there, he can make the OC look good too, can't he?
If you looked at Dave, both defenders out there, they had it fairly well covered, but they play it soft.
Yep.
They play it soft, and they were on their heels, and he just split the difference between them.
Here's the kick by
And you got to be aggressive on that.
Note that Lee is not kicking tonight, and the ball goes in the end zone.
Did they touch that?
No, they did not. No.
Okay. It looked like they could have.
The drone, with Tennessee Drone Services, Jeremy Resnick.
There's two of them out there.
Yeah, I see those, yeah. I hope they don't collide. 8-16, 14-7 Lions.
I got something that might be able to take one of those out.
Let's not talk about that. The ball will be at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam the Sham and
Sam
the Pharaoh.
the Sham, yeah.
And the Pharaohs.
Yeah, I like that song. I don't know why I like that song, but I do. 14-7.
Wooly bully.
Chip Thomas, legendary radio owner and broadcaster here through the years, watching tonight. Here's Holden, and he hands it off to the running back. That's going to be running that ball that time. King Gardner again. He didn't get much to the 20.
King
Maybe
got half a yard.
Half a yard, and that's it.
We're going to call that. We're going to call that a yard because the stick is actually. Well, it may just be the angle.
Sam Davis made that stop
We're
along
gonna
with
give
others. Big Boyle down there. Cason White's had a great year. I thought his game last week was 2 weeks ago was superb. We were off last week, weren't we?
Yeah, Gardner with 46 yards on 4 carries.
And off again, and carrying it this time, and diving his way to about the 27 as the running back. Who carried that time? Was that?
It's going to be.
Lee made the stop, by the way. Clint Reed, the great PA guy here.
Gardner again.
Yeah, that was King Gardner. I like that name. It just sounds like a football player. 7:20, the clock running.
Nice block by their number 12 on the play as well. Pickup of about 7 on the play.
Dominique Davis, yep. It was 7 yards. You're right. Your math and your eyesight never fail you. 7:10 left here. Nice crowd. We haven't talked about the big crowd
Dave,
here tonight.
But what about my judgment?
Well, we could use that in another subject. And Dominique Davis is tackled in the back. King Gardner is tackled in the backfield and did not get behind the scrimmage. And boy,
look at Smoking Joe here.
Joe's here, and Atwood came up too. Atwood came up from his secondary spot.
Blitz, and they never covered him. Bam, in there.
And that turns the ball over, and TCA could come out of this with great field position. Gabe Lee will drop back to receive it.
We had the jumbo package in there. Roadblock was on that last play.
6:35.
Oh, look at this.
They fake it. And he's going to be tackled. And back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They fake the punt. Boy,
had
oh, boy.
Me faked out.
And
That's
the tackle made by one Jacob Joyce, who was Johnny on the spot, stayed at home and made the tackle along with others. And the Lions are going to come out of this with great field position.
Show me that one more time. I want to tell you what's all set that up. We're going to look at here. Well, we can't see here, but you're going to see Joe Cole set that up by going across, and here it is here. He's going to come across there. You see him bottom of your screen. He held his position. He didn't buy the fake. He held his position, kept everything. The runner wanted to get outside. He turned the play in, and then we were able to mop it up.
I think the junior Emery Summerlin was in that play too.
Joe Cole.
Joe Cole made it, but there was 3 or 4 guys there. Here's the play over the middle. Caught
Touchdown.
Lee. Touchdown! Atwood and Lee.
24 yards.
Well, they go for the fake punt, and the Lions held them and then made them pay.
4 receptions, 76 yards, and 1 receiving touchdown for Gabe Lee. 2 scores in the night for the Little General, and TCA takes a 20-7 lead.
My highlighter bleeded over my number. How many is that? 15 touchdowns on the year now? I'm going to go back and look at my numbers.
That's he had 13 receiving touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying, 15 altogether now.
No, he's got 14 receiving.
I thought he had another one earlier.
No, that one was a
that's
fumble
right.
recovery.
That's exactly right. 21-7, we sorted out. They're playing a lot better than we're broadcasting. 6:18 left here. Back after this, the Lions taking a little bit of control of the game, but a long way to go even in the first half. Stay with us with more TCA football after this. We're back. Dave McCullough, Stan Gerard. Let me add real quickly. John Lewis Coffey, a good buddy of mine. Big Kentucky fan like yours truly. John, I haven't watched the game. I recorded it. I understand the Cats really look good, and that's what John tells me. 78-65 over number 1 Purdue tonight.
Dave,
in Rupp Arena.
We talked earlier. You're 5-3. You're on the road. You're not favored. You got nothing to lose by trying, but not from that position on the field.
No, I'm a little surprised for that. Maybe around midfield you go for it.
Yeah.
Here's a short
Oh,
kick.
great tackle.
And tackled by one Greg Carter. Carter's the guy who kicked the ball.
Yeah.
Watch this. Let's watch. I think I'm right here. Let's look at this again.
No, Carter's not kicking off.
No, he did not. That was actually Carlson that kicked it off.
Yeah.
Carter kicked it earlier.
Carter punted earlier.
Well, I think he had a kickoff earlier tonight, too.
We'll review the tape later on.
You will. 32-yard line. I got to write a cross-country story later when I get home. 6:16. That's a piece of cake, though, compared to what I normally do have to do on Friday nights. 1st and 10. The ball at the 32-yard line. Handoff. Biddle.
Good run. Going to pick up 3.
I'm not sure if he's related to. There was a famous writer up in the mid-state area,
6.
Biddle, through the years. Phyllis Robertson's tuned in. Hello, Phyllis. Well, 21-7, the Lions lead the game under 6 minutes of the first half. Yeah, that's a nice pickup stand by Biddle. He got
about 6.
Got more than I thought he was going to get, up to about the 30.
He runs low to the ground.
Yeah, he does. Well, he's a good, impressive-looking running back. Once he accelerates, he's dangerous.
They've got nice running backs in this team, Dave.
They do. They've got some nice players. Handoff, Biddle again. And what a tackle.
What a play.
What a tackle by Gabe Lee. Gabe Lee is having a game of games.
I mean, if like I said this earlier, Dave, and I will say it again, if he is not all-state on some team somewhere, it's a crime against humanity.
His football instincts are just remarkable. I mean, they're really, really good, folks. Third down and about 3.
He's a basketball player by trade.
Yeah, no.
He's had to learn to play football.
Look at him. He's directing traffic over there defensively.
So Biddle didn't get
double as
enough
far
of
side
the
right.
play.
The Lions have single coverage on both of those guys.
You know, his mother was an all-SEC player
at Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Lady Rebel. Handoff Biddle again. Biddle runs into his own backer. Ran into his own
Smoking
blocker.
Joe.
And a loss all the way back to the 37-yard line.
Look at Smoking Joe here. Fought off the block. He was blocked good. Fought off a double team there, Dave. Fought off a double team. Got a big paw in there and brought him down for about a 2-yard loss was Biddle.
Yeah, Joe Cole is a player, folks. He's an athlete. I'm telling you, I go back to Vic Wallace all my years of covering Lambeth and broadcasting their games. The body language right now by TCA is really, really good.
And Smoking Joe, he's a baseball player by trade.
Here's a kick.
We almost
and
got
straight
that.
up in the air. It was a bad snap. And that ball is, everyone sort of forgot where it was, and now all of a sudden it tumbles its way to the 49-yard line. That snap put the kicker in
peril.
Stress. And peril, that's a good point. He was under stress. And at the 49-yard line, the Lions are going to have it again. Remember, Stan, they had it at the 49, their own 49 earlier.
We've
51,
had great field position all
and this
night.
could be another 51-yard drive.
Yeah.
And right now, you get the sense that if TCA can march this ball down the field and score,
yeah,
it could be a long second half for the Wildcats of DCA.
Dave, you wish your wedge would have hit like that punt did.
You're right. 1st and 10. I haven't played in a while, but, yeah.
I know someone's going to be in the booth. They'd probably take all your money.
Short game was my forte, though. Torrey's got the short game, the long game, all game. Here's the catch by Lee, and Lee is inside the midfield stripe. He's down to about the 47. He's going to pick up about 4, yep. Torrey Robertson will join us at halftime. Remarkable, and we'll talk about this with her. I use that word a lot tonight, but Torrey, Stan, they finished 7-0, the team did.
Like 42 under par for the year?
I'm looking back, and it was 46 under par.
Dave, in all the years I played golf, I didn't have 46 birdies the whole 30 years I played golf.
She dominated the state title in the state title match.
Will won in any classification and beaten most of the boys' classifications as well.
2nd down.
Option play.
Here's the option play to Miller. Miller runs out of real estate. Torrey's coming up here in just a second. There she is.
Well, she's
and
gotta go down low first,
you
I
hear the
think.
crowd across the way applaud their defensive effort that time. As tackle that time very quickly was Miller. And it looked like it was going to be a positive play, and they wound up not getting much at all.
He got a yard off of it.
Third down and about 7 now.
So he's averaging 5 yards a pop, 7 carries, 35 yards.
Tori's in the house with us. She'll join us at halftime. We'll talk some golf. Third down and 7. Lions trying to convert here. They lead 21-7 with 2:50 left in the first half, and now whistles shrill throughout this cool night air.
Darren Bowling wants a timeout.
And Coach Bowling says, let me talk about it. We'll talk about it with him. Actually, we won't talk to him about it, but we'll let you hear these messages, and we'll come back and tell you what he's going to dial up. Stay with us. This is TCA Football.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In Western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Justin Miller, Mid-Valley Irrigation. Justin Miller, he plays with the big boys. He's one of these big boy contractors. Major things that Justin Miller and the folks at Mid-Valley Irrigation can handle. Farm implements, anything in that neighborhood, he can handle it. You see those big machines that keep the farms watered during the spring and summer. That's Justin Miller and Mid-Valley Irrigation.
All right, Stan, hypothetical. If you don't convert on this 3rd and 7, you're leading 21-7. Do you punt the ball or do you go for it?
No, go for it. You're leading 21-7, 2:50 to go, and you're in their territory. You go for it.
Helton and Williamson far side left. That means Harden and Lee here to the near side. Miller's going to be in the pistol behind Atwood, 2:49. And the Lions face with a 3rd and 7 at the 48-yard line of DCA. They throw out here in the flat to Harden. They use Lee to block. And good defense.
Another stiff arm.
And did not get the first down
He's
as
gonna
he
be close.
scoots his way down. He got more out of that than I thought. And the ball is going to be down to about the 30, make it the 42 or 3. Let's see where they mark it. They have to get to the 41. It's going to be 4th and 2.
See, he's going to get about 6 out of that play.
Lee did his best to spring him with a block, but just that's good defense by DCA. So it's 4th and 2.
Harden, 2 receptions, 14.
Cam Harden, just a freshman. Again, this time it's going to be Helton.
Yeah, if it wasn't for
And
that one
Williamson
reach-in
left.
block,
Yep.
that's first down all day long.
Atwood throws it very quickly here.
Flat.
That's going to be Williamson. Williamson gets the first down.
That's got to be a flag.
And now the ball pops loose. DCA says they have it.
You got to.
Let's watch the replay.
Yeah, watch the replay here. Grabbed him by the. You can see it. Grabbed him by the helmet.
Got the first down.
But we
at
got the first
41.
down.
Yep. Coach Pierce is not happy across the way over there.
Absolutely should be a flag on that play on them.
I couldn't tell, Stan. Then we have it again where we can dial
Yeah,
it up because it
well-
looks like he right in the shoulder pads. Or
No, you can see the hand right on the
wait.
back of the helmet.
And the helmet.
You can square. Watch it. Here it is. Thank you, Philip.
Philip did a great job there, Coach P.
Spun him around. Did you see the right hand there?
I couldn't tell. I really couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
it got him.
Well, anyway,
Got first down though.
it's 4th and 2, and now it's 1st and 10. The ball
that
at
was Williamson, wasn't it?
that was Reed Williamson. Yes, 4th down conversion. And now what do we have?
34 yards on 2
I
receptions.
think a timeout, DCA, I believe. Timeout for the Wildcats. The Lions lead the Cats. We're scratching it out here. It's 21-7. The
It's a cat
Lions
fight.
lead. It's a cat fight, Stan says. We're back after this short break. Stay with us. This is TCA Football.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
I'm glad you can only hear us and not see us
Man,
right
I'm
now.
high-stepping.
They're playing Stand Alive, and Stan is doing the Stand Alive dance. Tori, you don't need to look back this way. 21-7, 2:28 left here in this first half. Good timeout by DCA. By the way, Tommy Chapman's watching. That means that Melinda's with us as well. And Reed Rex Chapman, one of my favorites of all time. He's probably not watching. 21-7, but he is a Lion at heart, and he'll always be a Lion. We love our Lions.
Oh,
cut
and
out
after
through the
this
years.
play, we'll speak of another Lion at heart.
Yep. 1st and 10. Harden in motion, far side left. Watch Atwood drop back in that pocket. Now watch him do his magic. And not much magic that time.
Oh, he's going to pick up
They
2.
spin him down. Nice play by Shinska.
Let's see, 28.
Jerry Davis. Jerry and Susan are watching tonight. I talked to their lovely daughter, Julie and Jill, through the years. They grew up with my daughter.
But speaking of Lions at heart, and he is a former Lion. He is the father of a former Lion. Our friend, Councilman Andy Hall, running for county mayor.
I saw that.
He's got my vote.
Yeah, I saw that. Andy's a great guy. Wonderful family. Teresa Whitehead.
His wife is the boss of that family.
Posted that. Oh, no doubt. Atwood keeps it. And
No, that's a good-
well defended. They
yeah.
defended Miller. If he'd have got the handoff, they had him pinned in. And then that's one of the best defensive plays we've seen tonight, as
Yeah.
Atwood had nowhere to go.
And they defended both very well. Excellent play by Donelson Christian, but a good decision by Owen to just keep that ball and eat it. Remember, he's made some pitches that made us go a few times. So
3rd down, 11 at the 41.
that's a smart decision to just eat it.
Yeah. This is a well-coached team, just like TCA. Look out there and see that line come up the line of scrimmage. There's Blake Carlson.
It's one of my favorite songs, Eat It.
Andre Cleek is watching tonight. You like to
Three
eat.
dog.
You like to eat, no doubt about it. I see Eli he plays the guitar at West Jackson's. He's up there almost every Sunday. Here's the drop back by Atwood. Atwood's trying. Now we're going to get holding, I think. Yep. Atwood's going to be pinned in. Now he's going to run, and he's going to get great yardage. And they get him down at about the 23 or 4, but he's
That's
first
coming
out.
back.
It's 2 flags. Yeah, saw one come in earlier, and then the
Got
other one on this near side came in as well.
You see the chicken scuffle there at the 38-yard line.
Atwood has got to be a linebacker's nightmare, especially a D-line as well. He just makes things happen. He'd had another first down, but the hole gets us.
Yeah, and again, a high tackle on Atwood.
They move the ball all the way back across midfield now, back to the 49-yard line of TCA.
Diamond, we're having some penalties out that we haven't seen in a
Yeah,
while.
haven't. You know, we went through a stretch in this 5-game winning streak. We didn't have many penalties. We had a few early in the year. TCA's won 5 in a row. And lost what, early September, Stan? Is that right?
Yeah, we also went through a period where you or me could have gained yards in a game running the ball.
Have not lost since the first week of September. September the 5th, when we dropped that heartbreaking loss here to
Questionable,
USA
yeah.
23-21. Harden in motion on the 3rd down and long. High snap, but Atwood has it. Atwood wants to throw that football
Deep.
downfield to Lee. Incomplete.
Oh, he went up there for it.
Sure did. Well covered.
And he almost came up with
2
it.
backs back there, yep, and
Watch
well
this.
covered. I think you probably punted here, Stan. 4th and a long way. 4th and what?
Look how he skywalked.
21.
He got a hand on that ball.
Yeah, the punting unit's coming out there.
Pin
And
him
Greg
deep.
Carter will punt it.
Pin him deep.
Back to receive the punt will be Aiden Lupka.
Now remember, he kicked a 54-yarder on his first punch tonight.
Yeah, longest of the year, right?
I believe so.
Averaging right at 30, is that correct?
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Nice snap. They don't have the rush on him at all. It takes all day, and it's a low liner.
One
And
of
it's
those
going to be
punches
another nice roll. And now picked up by DCA. Trying a little hanky-panky deception there, and then TCA is going to bomb him out of bounds. And now a flag. It's going to be a late hit.
Hank's going to get the flag.
That's a tough call. It's a right call, but it's a tough call because Hank had all the momentum going right at him, and then they just went flying out of bounds, both of them together. Nothing dirty there. But it's a right call. You have to call that, Stan.
Yeah.
Saw Justin at church the other day. He sits over in the right balcony. I sit on the left balcony. We have great vision at each other. He pays attention to the sermon, and so do I.
You better pay attention.
Got to get you out there with me one night. 21-7. 26 seconds left. That moves the ball up to about the 42.
Now, if you're DCA, I'm gonna make Diamond Dave the head coach.
Oh, I go for it.
Sit on it or go?
No, I go for it. They've done it all night. Yep, trick plays and nowhere to go. The door shut on King Gardner. Well, they'll just let the clock expire now. We'll take a quick 30 when the half expires, and then Tori's going to join us. She has to be down on the field later. And Tori Robertson, the great golfer here, the state champion, will join us, and then it's going to let this down to 6, down to 5, and they may call a timeout here and just try to throw the home run. Or they do call it. Let's take a quick 30. 3 seconds, all that remains. They'll go for the long bomb and try to make something happen. The Lions will try to negate that and keep it from happening. We'll be back right after this. This is TCA Football.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
3 seconds to decide what the outcome of this first half is going to be. So far, so good for the Lions. They led 7-0, tied at 7-7. Now they have a 21-7 margin. 3 seconds, and then we'll take a 30, and then Tori's going to join us. 46 under par. That's great. I'm telling you. And we'll talk to Tori about the state championship and her career here, and then headed off to college after that. And holding the quarterback. Stan, they call the timeout. DCA's the one that called the timeout. They want to go for a home run here. See if we have a hook and lateral or something of that nature. No, they give it to the running back, and that's going to be Biddle and nothing there. And this half's going to end 21-7 as the Lions lead it by 14 here on Pink Out Night. We'll take a quick 30 and be back with Tori Robertson, our lovely buddy. Right after this, stay with us. This is TCA Football.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
We're back. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Bradley White's on the camera with us tonight. Coach P, Philip Robertson's our producer director. Our executive producer director is the one very talented Jay Cashin. Great to be with you tonight. Glad you're with us on this chilly, late October evening, and the Lions so far have been superb. They lead the game 21-7. Big hello to Amy Lawrence watching tonight, along with Elizabeth Taylor. Andrea Cleek, we mentioned her, Jerry and Susan Davis with us tonight as well. Well, we'll give you a scoring recap in a minute. The other Elizabeth Taylor. This is another Elizabeth Taylor, yes. I knew you were going to do that. Tori, I know him too well. I knew he was going to do it. Tori Robertson is going to join us, and she'll be down on the field here in just a few minutes and be saluted in front of this big crowd. But, Tori, great to see you with us tonight, and great to have you. You and Ava Lucky, y'all had great seasons, both of you did this year. Head-to-head matches. The Lady Lions finished the regular season, folks, 7-0. They also competed in 6 regular season tournaments and claimed the championship in 5 of those. And, of course, the big one was the state title. And congratulations, kiddo. We're really proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I put you on my Facebook page and had a lot of people congratulate you through that venue and avenue. And I know it's been a couple of hectic days as people come up to you and congratulate you.
Yes,
Well
sir.
deserved. And tell me about the state title. I know you had to be thrilled.
Yes, it was such like a fulfilling moment, you know, like
Yeah.
I worked for that like my whole high school career, and last year I came up a little bit short, got in second. So this year I just really wanted to go out there and have fun and win.
And you did just that. I was keeping up with you at work. I had my phone. I was keeping up. You got off to a great start that first day. You birdied about 3 or 4 holes in a row,
Yeah,
didn't
I
you?
birdied the first 3.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
that
then
felt good.
That had to give you a lot of confidence. I know you have confidence anyway, but
Yes.
but that had to give you a lot of confidence.
Yes, sir. It definitely helped me moving forward. I knew like once I got past like the first few holes, then I was like, oh, I'll be fine. But I kind of like stressed.
To be on you a little bit. Talk about that a little bit, because it's tough to win, but it's really tough when you're expected to win sometimes too, isn't it?
Definitely there. So me and my like friend from Knoxville, like we going in, like we knew that we were pretty much the only 2 that
Sure.
had like a shot. And so going in, like expected to win comes with a lot more pressure than you would think, because golf is one of those things that you could have a bad day and like you could prepare and still have a bad day. And so just having that pressure, but I just knew coming in, like, my game was as good as
Sure.
it could be, and I just had to, like, have fun most of all because I knew that was the most important thing. It was my last year, so.
Yeah, and the thing about golf, both of my kids played. My daughter played, my son played. They both played in high school, and they both had brief college careers. But I've always said golf is such a tough game mentally, too, because you don't have anyone to pass the ball to. You don't have anyone to throw the ball to. It's you and the golf ball to the course, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was telling someone that the other day. I was like, after that, like, it's very hilly, but I was like, I'm more mentally exhausted than I am physically.
Sure.
Like, I literally just could, like, lay in bed all day because I was so tired.
Well, a slice out of bounds, a hook out of bounds, and a good round can get away from you, too, can't
Right.
it? Yeah.
Definitely. One hole can change everything.
The old mentality, too, about golf, and I play. I hadn't played in a while, but I'm left-handed. That tells you a little bit about my game. But good short game, but never very good off the tee.
Right.
But people aren't interested in me. But, well, I say all that to say this, that, you know, you can have a good round, a good year going, and then just it can get away from you real quick. And sometimes you don't know why either, do you? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, especially, like, this summer I had, like, a good tournament, but the last day I kind of fell off. And then just coming from last year, I was, like, very, like, stressed, honestly. I was like, I cannot do that again.
Yeah, sure,
Like, I just want 2 good days and then get out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Highlight of the year other than winning the state title. Talk about a couple of highlights, if you would.
Definitely a highlight is just me. I'm really close with Ava.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
Ava Lucky.
Yes. And so just, like, being able to play, like, with someone I love so much.
Sure.
And just, like, having that, like, sisterhood is so
And
fun.
you've been a great mentor to her, too. I know you take pride in that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want you to get emotional, but I know a great kid, and, of course, I know her grandmother and those kind of things. But the year, I know you're going to be saluted here in a minute. We'll let you go in a second. But talk a little bit about playing for your dad, if you would.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, playing with him for tennis and golf is so meaningful. I mean, I get to spend every afternoon with him, and he's such, like, a role model in my life. He, like, embodies such a godly man, and so just being able to play for someone that cares about me and my teammates so much is such an honor.
Sure, no doubt about it. Now, you're headed off to a new venture now. You'll be leaving home,
I am.
going to Charleston. But tell me why. I know you went to Charleston. Your dad tells me the story that they didn't know what you were going to do, and you get in the car and you say, hey, Mom, this is where I want to go.
Yes,
Why
sir.
Charleston?
The coaches by far were my favorite, like, such, like, godly mentors that I just knew, like, would help me spiritually, not, like, on and off the golf course. And, of course, the town is beautiful,
Sure.
and the golf courses are amazing.
And you're right downtown, I understand.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
right on King Street.
Yeah, and I know you fell in love with the campus. But I know you're a great story your dad told me. I talk to your dad every week, but your dad told me the great story that I said, well, was the Charleston coach there? And he said, no, he forgot. He didn't. I don't know if he forgot about it or what, but he calls you when he finds out and he asks you, and he says, Tori, how'd you do? And you said, I did okay.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't really keep up with high school golf. Like,
Yeah.
most like,
Yeah.
college coaches don't, like,
Sure.
especially from, like, that's not a big thing over there.
Right.
So he was like, oh, yeah, like, how'd you do in that state tournament? I was like, oh, yeah, I did pretty good. Like, I won. He was like, well, that's amazing. Congrats.
Well, I know you fell in love with the campus, you fell in love with the program, and I know you really admire and respect him. But we want to wish you the best. I'm going to miss
so
you.
much.
But we have another year together, though, all
We
of us,
do.
you and Stan and I, with basketball. And I look forward to the basketball.
I'm so excited.
And I know that you had the ankle problem, and that's obviously okay now.
Yes.
But be careful out there, too,
I
not
will.
only for basketball, but for your golf game as well.
I
A
will.
new coach, by the way, too. And I know you're going to miss Matt. We're going to miss him, but he'll still be
course.
around. But I know you're looking forward to a new venture this year, too.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm just, like, ready for a new, you know,
We should be
culture and
pretty.
stuff.
We should be pretty good too, shouldn't we?
We should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
practice has been fun.
Yeah, great. Hey, love you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Take care. Okay. All right, we'll take a 2-minute break. Back after this. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account, pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
And welcome back to Trinity Christian Academy alongside the two-time Hall of Famer, Double D Diamond, Dave McCauley. I didn't get to say that at the beginning of the game like I usually do.
That's okay.
You're used to that.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I got to get you your lead. You've been looking a little sad sometimes without your lead in.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. I've been called a lot of things two-time, but I appreciate you doing that.
Someone called you a two-timer.
I don't ask Stan to do that, folks, by the way, but it is.
He is a two-time, and I said two-time Hall of Famer.
And Tori, by the way, is being introduced and saluted here at halftime. Great to talk to her, Stan. Go ahead.
Yep. No other local broadcaster in this area is a two-time Hall of Famer?
Really? I did not know that.
I don't believe there is.
Okay.
Nope, not at all. But, hey, TCA with the 21-7 lead at the half. Boy, this game started out like it was going to be a doozy. It's tied at 7. TCA pushed it out to 21-7. We'll get Dave to get you the scoring summary here on that in a minute. Let's get you some scores here from West Tennessee at the half. Trenton and Huntington tied at 21. That game's big time. Munford and Germantown 7-3. Munford in the first quarter. Dyer County is punishing Southside 42-6 in the first half. It is Greenfield and Lake County. I believe that game is 20-14. Greenfield leads that game. McKenzie up 25-0. Humboldt leads Gleason 12-6. Dyersburg got out to a 9-0 lead on Westview. Westview's ran off 31 straight points after that to lead 31-9 in the second. Lexington leading Hardin County 21-0. Another game we're keeping an eye on, Dresden in a battle for first place leads South Fulton by a score of 21-0. Jackson Christian leading FACS 24-0. And looking at some other scores from around West Tennessee. Covington leading McNary 28-0, end of one quarter of play. Germantown's taking the lead on Munford 10-7 at the half. That's a Donnybrook. We told you Peabody and Huntington were tied at 21. Brewston leads McEwen 7-0 in that game. Henry County up 28-0 over Kenwood. That game at the half, 28-0. Lexington over Hardin County. Hardin County's had a tough year this year. Humboldt leading Gleason 12-6. And that's all the scores we have for right now. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Dave will have the scoring summary. Then we're going to try and find a statewide scoreboard for you and get some scores from the middle of the state, which we're of interest of. We're back after this.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Welcome back, everybody. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard. Highlight of the night, Beth Culpepper. A couple of highlights. Beth Culpepper and the gang feeding us before the game. Great dinner. She and Barbara Carlson remind you that these jerseys that the Lions are wearing tonight will be auctioned off next week during our game. Unfortunately, I'll not be able to be here next week. I have MC duties at a Hall of Fame. Speaking of Hall of Fames, that next Friday night. But the proceeds will go to the Kirkland Cancer Center. And, of course, cancer has touched all of our lives. And tonight the Lions are trading in their traditional uniforms for something extra special, the pink jerseys worn in honor, remembrance, and celebration of all those who have fought or are currently fighting cancer. And a great night here tonight with the TCA family doing all they can to help our fellow brothers and sisters be successful in life and beat the dreaded C, cancer. By the way, before we give you the scoring recap, again, great to talk to Tori, and she was saluted a moment ago down at midfield. But I know, folks, we're sitting on something that all of you have been waiting for, just like I have all night tonight. Scores from around the area, scores from around the state. And here's Stan Gerard with our special Ottawa score that will make a part of our broadcast from here on.
Now, the update is
Is it Ottawa or Ottawa?
Ottawa leads 35-21 over Lenore City in that ball game.
All right, trivia question. What's their mascot?
I don't know, but they're 1-7 on the season. It's an
you
Indian.
I knew you didn't
It's
know.
an Indian?
It probably is, yeah, but we'll have to Google that and see. You can Google everything now.
Riverside and Summertown tied at 7, by the way.
Okay.
Go ahead with that scoring update. Or the
yeah, before we get in more trouble.
Yeah.
All right, keep everything politically straight up here. All right, the Lions got off to the good start at the 8:46 mark of the first quarter. A 51-yard drive capped off by the Owen Atwood 4-yard run. PAT by Carlson, who's been almost automatic all year. 7-0 Lions. We stayed that way until a 78-yard drive capped off by a Holden 1-yard run. That drive was aided, by the way, of 30 yards and penalties on the Lions. A PAT by Keaton Denton made it 7-7. Then the Lions came back at the 8:16 mark and scored. Atwood a 12-yard run, fumble, and Lee recovered in the end zone, made it 14-7. Then a 24-yard run by Atwood later in the second half, and it was a 21-7 after the Carlson PAT. And Stan, that's where we stand here at halftime, 21-7. Been an interesting game. Both teams have had some opportunities. Both teams' defenses have been able to step up when they needed to a couple of times, but the Lions had the better half of it. You have some individual stats.
individual stats first for DCA. Have Riley Bill 5 carries for 50 yards. King Gardner has 6 carries for 39 yards. Blake Kelton 1 rush for 1, and a score. Davis -1 yard in rushing. Receiving, I believe it was Grace. They've only completed 1 pass, and I believe that was that 46-yard. We believe Grayson Skaggs got that reception for TCA. So they, in other words, have 50, 89, 90, and 136 yards of total offense for DCA in that game. For TCA, Hank Miller with 7 carries for 35. Owen Atwood, 7 carries for net 30. He's been sacked a couple of times. Or he had a 12-yard sack and 1. So 7 carries for net 30. TCA with 75 yards on the ground. And let's see, 34, 48, 128 yards through the air for TCA tonight. 203 yards of total offense for TCA to 136 for Donelson Christian, On the receiving end for TCA, Cam Harden, 2 receptions for 14. Reed Williams, 2 for 34. And Gabe Lee's having a night. 5 receptions, 1 touchdown, a 24-yarder. He's got 80 yards. He's actually got 2 touchdowns. He recovered a fumble. So Gabe off to a big ball game tonight as usual. And that's a look at the offensive statistics for this game. We take a
good job, Stan. By the way, one update for you. You gave the Ottawa score, so I think I can give the baseball score.
I still got
World Series inning number 3. The Dodgers have jumped out to a 2-0 lead up in Canada. They lead the Blue Jays 2-0. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back second half. Can the Lions win their 6 in a row? Well, we'll find out in about 24 minutes of playing time. They lead here 21-7. We'll spin it back over to our production truck, manned tonight by Philip Robertson. Back after this. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in
And welcome
family.
back to Training
Believe in your
Christian
fellow
Academy.
man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories.
From the area, we gave you the UWA score. It's South Gibson leading Northside 14-10. Riverside and Summertown are tied at 7. Here's the game we're keeping an eye on because we could see one of these teams in the playoffs as a likely first-round opponent. Providence Christian Academy leads Concord Christian 38-28. It's a good chance that we could see Providence Christian Academy here in 2 weeks, by my figuring. Take a look at some other scores. Providence Academy leading Grace Baptist of Chattanooga 48-1-0. Notre Dame leads Silverdale Academy, or Silverdale leads Notre Dame 48-21. No score, Franklin Christian and Clarksville Academy. And let's see, no score in the friendship game. Nashville Christian all over Ezel Harding at the half, 42-6 in that ball game. Jackson Christian leading their game. Haven't heard anything from USJ tonight. Well, they're off tonight. They're no playing Tipton Rosemark tonight. Haven't heard a thing from that ball game all night long. We'll get a score from that coming up. But here we're back, and it's 21-7 TCA with the lead. TCA, Dave, both teams went up and down the field to score.
Yeah.
We had a nice run. They had a nice run. We held them. Then they got a score tie at 7. And then we've pretty much been in control the rest of the second half.
This game a long way from over. Remember, Stan, you brought up a great point. They've had 2 40-yard plus runs in this game.
Yeah. They got ace.
I mean, they can be dynamic.
They've got they have, as I said, they have 136 yards of total offense, and Dave, 82 of it are on 2 plays, though.
Cassandra Thomas,
56 yards the rest of the night.
Cassandra Thomas always watches us. She's here tonight. She said, I'm here. Gail Presley, Lois Ann, Franklin, and Cassie Brasher is the latest to join us here on watching this one. Here is the kick by
TCA,
and it's going to be fielded by one of the up men, and that's going to be bringing that ball back.
Big hit there.
And the Wildcats are about the 32-yard line.
And that was Joe Cole.
Joe Cole made the stop. JoJo has developed into a really nice football player.
Joe had 18 tackles a couple of weeks ago in a game.
Yeah, you told me several years ago covering junior high games, middle school games, you said he was going to be awfully good.
And he's a baseball player by trade.
Yeah. Every once in a while I have to have them. Every once in a while. Tonight, for some reason, yes. Jay was a little enamored by my glasses. Here's the handoff, and that's going to be carrying it King Gardner. King Gardner up to about 35. He's going to pick up maybe two. That's about it.
Yeah.
Second down at 8.
With 41 yards on 7 carries.
Lions lead the game 21-7. We're underway here. The 12-minute mark down to about 11 and a half. And then we played 30 seconds. Second down at 8. Ball at the 35. They hold up across the way. DCA does. They hold up an electronic board calling out the play. We think of everything these days, don't we, Stan? Here is again the handoff to King Gardner, and not much.
No, tough road to hoe now.
Maybe 2 to 37. It's going to be third and about 6. Almost 7. Nikki Castles, our lovely friend, is watching tonight. Hello, Nikki. One of my favorites. We're at the 11-minute mark, 21-7. Nikki's daughter's down at, she's a Bulldog State. A lot of kids from this area go to State, don't they, Stan?
Yep.
It was 10 years ago yesterday that Rodney Baumgartner and I were down there for a Kentucky State game. The Cowbells. Here's the handoff, and
going to be short.
Going to be a couple of yards short to running back. That's Biddle, little Biddle that carried it. He spells it just like the famous writer up there, Biddle. That may be him, maybe his grandson.
So his nickname wouldn't be Bo.
Stan, they give him the first down. I thought he's a yard short.
Oh, that's not a good.
Oh, I thought he was a yard short.
Oh, they gave him the roll there.
Oh my goodness. Well, they're a lot closer than we are, but
No.
well, I thought he was a good yard and a half short.
He got the friendly wide right foot spot on that one.
I'll be your friend. We approach the 10-minute mark of the third stanza. The temperature dropping here tonight. Dodgers lead 2-0 in the third in the World Series. Game 1 in Toronto. They're playing up north. It's colder up there, but they've got the enclosed stadium there.
Holy cow.
They set down the receiver this time. Biddle again. Biddle he just water bugs his way under bodies.
Picks up 7.
And he had a head of steam in the big lineman. That was a nice block that time by Luke Spain at the midfield stripe. Jacob Joyce made the stop. His mom and dad right down to my left. His sister's integral member of the basketball squad.
Diamond USJ leads TRA Tipton Rosemark 10-7.
Oh my goodness. Hand off again. Nothing there that time.
Oh, he got more than he got more. He got a first down.
Did he?
Yeah.
Bill, he so little he scooted out from under everybody. I didn't see him.
We were looking at this muddle at the 49.
I thought he was back there.
He slithered through.
Well, he kept the legs churning. It's another first down.
Picked up 3 on the play.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start if you're a Wildcat DCA fan, because they've taken the ball now and just moved it down the field. Now they're going downhill at the TCA 47, 1st and 10. They call out play number 30/41 across the way, whatever that means. In motion this time is Davis. They set him down right.
Changing the play again.
Yep. Holden, hands off. There's King Gardner. Well, Stan, right now it appears that Coach Pearson says, guys, we're down, but we're going to fight hard and do one of the things we do best, and that's put it in these backs. And they've got some talented backs, and offensive line, it's your chance to turn this game around.
Well, if you're going to play a game like that, your defense has got to be stout the rest of the night.
Second down and 7, the short 7. Well, it's a true 7. That ball's at the 39. They've got to get down to about the 32. Taking a long time here. The clock running under 8 minutes now. DCA leading 21-7, but DCA's trying to turn the tide here a little bit. Well, guess who's watching, Stan? Doodle Butler. Yeah, Doodle. Here's in motion again, and now we timeout, I think.
Yeah.
They didn't like what they saw across the way, and about to run out of time. They call the timeout. DCA does. 7:38 left in the third. TCA leads the game 21-7, but the Wildcats are marching. Stay with us. This is TCA football.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance. And we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. Travis Vance, one of the fine sponsors of TCA football. Travis Vance, my official insurance agent, and maybe soon Diamond Davis' official insurance
Absolutely.
agent.
Talk to Travis tonight. 2nd down and 7. Ball inside the 45-yard line at the 44. They give it, no, it's going to be holding.
That fooled nobody.
Boy, and did you see what happened there? King Gardner, watch the replay. King Gardner's upset because he had a big gaping hole, and he threw his hands up in there and said, why did I not get the football? Watch this. Watch the bottom of your screen. Look at that. Now watch him. Watch him put his hands up in the air. Well, a little out of your screen there that time, but he was upset he didn't get that ball.
I can understand.
3rd down, and they lost 3 yards. Just 3rd down 10.
You got to fight for it like it's a rib.
Yep. Here's Holden, dropping
rub
back,
that.
and throws one down there wide open and dropped. Oh, did TCA get a break there? That ball flat out should have been caught.
Yeah.
Is that King Gardner? Yeah, he came out of the backfield.
I'll tell you what, the quarterback stayed in the pocket, had pressure. Yeah, we got smoked.
Oh,
on that
my
play.
goodness.
Yeesh.
First time they've been that wide open all night, and it's 4th down and 10.
And
They're going to go for it, apparently.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Morris Sands back with us. Doodle says, Owen and Knox is Doodle watching from McKenzie. Home of the Rebels. They're probably winning big again tonight. 7:03 left in the 3rd.
28-0.
Clock arrested. Jackson Christian's winning. USJ barely winning. 4th down and 10. Holden, little pass out here in the flat, and that didn't go anywhere.
Oh, they lost yards.
They lost
on that.
about 3 or 4 yards. And the tackle that time by one, Jacob Joyce. Jerry and Susan happy about that, the Davis clan. So the Lions take over and stand. The Lions come up with great defense and they come up with great field position.
And that was caught by 5. So
Shannon, are you surprised by that play call?
Dominic Davis on the reception lost 2.
I mean, he catches it and nowhere to go.
Into the short side of the field to boot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. A little surprised by that call.
They've got a couple that way tonight.
At midfield,
Of course, I'm no offensive coordinator, although I used to be one.
Atwood with Miller in the pistol behind him. 2 each way. Slots left and right, receivers left and right. Here's Atwood, play fake, keeps it. 45, wanting the block, looking downfield, saying, give me the block. And then they spin him down at about the 37. Another first down for the Lions.
See, he was on the 47. Actually, he was on the 50.
Yeah, 50 is a 13-yard, 13-yard pickup. Yep. Gail Presley's with us tonight. Hello, Gail, our lovely buddy. 6:54. The Lions' defense holds when it looked like DCA had something going, and now TCA's offense has something going at the 37 of DCA, leading already by 2 touchdowns.
Gail Presley's on my mailing list now for getting the pregame notes.
I think she had a nice comment. You did a great job with your notes.
If you'd like to be on the pregame notes, just send me an email. And I'll
Harden
email it
in
to
motion.
you.
Atwood throws, caught by Lee. Lee is knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Now,
Picks
you
up
see
about 7.
Watch him on this play here. I mean, it's nothing big, just a short little run or catch. You know how he gets extra lowering that head and shoulder, got him an extra couple of yards in that play.
Former Lion and a really good one. Joshua Delks watching tonight. He watches all the time. 21-7. Josh developed into a really nice player here through the years. 2nd down and 4.
87 yards on six receptions for the G-man.
It's a long 4. Here's Miller. Miller first down and more. He scoots his way inside the 20 and carries that football down to about the 16-yard line.
31, 21, 50.
You know, Hank, we talk about his power all the time, Stan, but he's got great footwork too, doesn't he?
And let's see, 35, 50 yards on 8 carries. And Dave, if you'll notice, he starts getting more yards as the game wears on.
Oh, no doubt. Rodney Baumgartner, one of my closest friends, is watching. I mentioned Rodney before you tuned in. It was 10 years ago, a couple of days ago, that you and I think yesterday, that we were at Mississippi State watching the Cats get beat and listening to all those cowbells. And then we got lost. We couldn't find our car.
And he was my personal.
Atwood keeps it. Atwood will move inside the 10, down to about the 7.
See, so picked up a 10 on that play.
And Rodney Sharper's attack. There's no doubt about it. But even we couldn't find our car when the darn thing was over. We're like to never got back to Jackson, but we had a great time.
Yeah, Rodney was my personal protection at Adamsville one year.
I know it. Yeah, he saved the day for us. Personal protection and bodyguard, along with keeping you from falling through the stands. They put you in the stands that night, didn't they?
Yeah. Built a special thing for me, too.
We've done everything, folks. You wouldn't believe some of the places we've gone.
But they like me down there now.
Oh, they love you down there now.
Me and the principal
They
get along.
forked your yard one year, though, you said.
Yeah.
Second down in the yard. Here's Atwood keeping it. First down and touchdown. Yes! Atwood shoots into the end zone for another line score, 27-7. And Atwood, he makes it look easy, doesn't he, Stan?
10 carries, 61 yards, and 2 big touchdowns for the Lions.
Atwood carried it in.
And Dave, like we talked about, close early, TCA starting to pull away a little bit here.
50-yard drive, right?
Yeah.
50-yard drive, and Atwood.
Efficient, too.
What was that, a 3-yard run?
That was a 9-yard run.
9-yard run, you're right. So this thing getting away from DCA. Here's the snap back, the ball down. The kick is up, and he's been, I said, letter perfect almost all year. Carlson, 28-7. Lions lead the game, and we'll take a quick break and be back right after this with more TCA football.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
And we're back here at Trinity Christian Academy. The Lions. Lions led 7-0. DCA tied it at 7. And TCA is, like I said, slowly but surely starting to pull away in this game day.
Rodney sent me a message. Cats dominated at Rupp tonight in the exhibition game, 78-65 over Purdue. And Rodney, we got to get together. We need to call each other. The tickets are going to be hard, but we got to get back up there, my friend. Well, Stan, the Lions have really made all the really big plays pay dividends tonight, haven't they?
I mean,
short drives, and, mark of a good team is when you have field position, you take advantage of it.
Oh, absolutely, and we have done that all night long.
Short kick again, and it's going to be gathered in down here at about the 35-yard line, up to the 30, to the 35. Actually, he caught that ball about the 28, Diamond Dave. And he's up across the the 40-yard. No, it didn't quite get to the 40. It's going to be first and 10 there.
Tevin Reed upends him. Tevin Reed playing well in special teams. He's
he
well
really
in
has.
offense when he's gotten the opportunity. I think we're going to see more of him as we get closer to the end of the season, into the playoffs. Mark my words, Tevin Reed's going to make a big play somewhere that's going to help us win a ball game.
Tevin Reed epitomizes what I think of this football team. Now, TCA has stars, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But this is truly a team effort, night in, night out with this bunch. You know what?
Our 4-3 defense, they pull 2.
Holden.
Oh.
Great tackle.
What a play.
Tackle by Gabe Lee.
Yeah. Watch this play again. I want to show you what they do. They pull 2 linebackers one way, or lineman one way, and then they go the opposite way with the quarterback keeper.
Didn't fool Gabe Lee, did it?
No.
And if he doesn't get him, you got Joe Cole waiting on him, and you also have Phil Goodwin, who haven't called his name a lot tonight, but he's had a great year.
And the thing is, you don't get away from a Gabe Lee ankle lock.
No, you sure don't. Well, we talked earlier about how he's developed into a great football player. And, and Stan, I think we were guilty as a lot of other people. We just thought Gabe Lee is a basketball player for a long time, didn't we? Alice Yarborough, our lovely buddy, is watching.
Clarence Pegger, who is Joe Cole's uncle.
Yeah.
Watching.
Nice tackle, but not after a nice run by Biddle.
They give him 4 on that? 3. Now they sidestepped it.
Alice was so sweet to yours truly, my family, during the passing of my wife. I think of her often about how sweet she was and how more comfortable she tried to make it for us. Just a lovely person. 28-7, lovely lady as well. 28-7, 3rd down and 7. Stan, we've had DCA in a lot of 3rd down and longs all night, haven't we? Holden, screen pass. And that almost picked off. And the big guy got the big paw up there, and Kendall Boyle almost came up with an INT. I'd love for look at it. I'd love for him got that. Look at this play.
Oh, my gosh. He read it perfectly.
He sure did. Kendall would have been. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him. The big right paw up there.
He was ready.
Don't throw that thing in my neighborhood.
Oh, mercy.
4th down and 3.
I didn't know Kendall had that kind of leaping ability.
They don't have the punter out there, so they're going to go for it. 4th down and about 7, excuse me.
Yeah, you're down 21.
At their own 42.
You almost kind of have
Make
to
it
now.
43, yep. Holden has Biddle back there with him. 3 wideouts far side near their bench. 1 here to the near side, single coverage. Holden, quick slant in. Caught, nice catch. In the 1st down and more. And to the 40, to the 35. That's a nice call. A quick pass, hard to defend. Nice pattern, nice throw, Stan.
17-22.
Guess who's watching tonight,
yards.
Stan? Mr. B down in Florida. I saw his video yesterday. He got a good doctor's report. Congratulations. We love you, buddy.
Was that Lupke?
Yeah, that was him, number 25. Nice pattern and a really nice throw by Holden. Yeah, Mr. B got a good report from the doctor, and we're so happy for him.
That's the first time they've made it on fourth down tonight.
Yep. 1st down and 10 at the TCA 34. Holden drops. Holden wants to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Probably shouldn't have. Tackle at the 37. A loss of about 3 yards. And in on the stop, Frill Goodwin along with Sam Davis.
Fruhl.
What'd I say?
It's Fruhl.
Goodwin.
Fruhl.
That's enough. 28-7.
Tastes great.
No doubt. We could do a commercial off that, couldn't we? That's a loss of about 2 yards. He got a pretty good spot there. I guess they gave him forward progress because they actually pinned him back at about the 38 or 9. But we will not gripe about that.
Not with a 21-point lead.
Not 28-7. The Lions can hold on here and keep this momentum. They'll win their 6th in a row. Haven't lost since September the 5th when that heartbreaker here to USJ 23-21 when we had the Bruins beat in the last minute. Holden drops, and, boy, he almost chopped that thing up. And, boy, a wave of Lions. Wave of Lions come in there, and the guy that last wave was Jacob Joyce.
I mean, he took a clubbering on this one.
He sure did.
Watch
Alicia
this.
Gehring, our lovely buddy Alicia, watching tonight. Always good to see her.
White got a hold up, and then bam.
Alicia was a really nice player here, wasn't she, Stan?
Oh, yeah.
Went on to college and played, had some injuries. 3rd down and about almost 14. Let's call it 3rd and 13. Stan, you and I have been so fortunate to cover so many great student athletes out here and meet so many nice people. I wouldn't trade my days at TCA. I've had a great career calling games for a lot of schools and don't want to single one out. But I'll tell you, TCA has been so really good to us.
Yep.
3rd
17
and 13.
years in football.
Yep.
It'll be 20 years in basketball this
I looked
couple
up,
of weeks.
I looked up the other day, 30 years of calling college, Stan. That's a lot of years to call college, isn't it? Here's a pass. That's a backward pass. And it goes out of bounds across the way.
I'll give you a trivia question, Dave.
Sure.
What was the first game where you and I worked basketball?
Was it Milan?
Yes.
Yeah, Milan. I remember that.
Heyman was across the way, and we kept going to our.
Yeah,
We kept tapping our watches.
Like officials don't call fouls. Heyman used to tell officials all the time, guys, if it's a runaway game, unless there's blood, do not call a foul. Well, that ball went out of bounds, and I was right. That was
only if it's on your own team.
It was a backwards pass. It's out of bounds in the midfield.
So that goes as a loss on a rush.
Yep, no doubt.
So how many you lose on that?
Well, they lost. Let's go back and look. 13, is that right?
Sounds good to me. Now you see he's probably only got 21 yards of rushing coming into the year. He's eaten a lot of sack yards and things like that. Timeout on the field. TCA leads 28-7 with 59.9 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We're back after this.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
And we're back. Tipton Rosemark's still 3 short of USJ. It's 10-7, and Tipton Rosemark's been moving the ball up and down the field, I'm told, Dave.
No doubt about it. Well, The Lions lead the game 28-7. 59 seconds, all that remains. I've lost my contact, so my good friend who just texted me, give me your name again. I've lost all my contacts. I know the number. I just can't put things together tonight. I'm not sure what it is. 59.9. You know, to have been in this business so long, sometimes I'm technically challenged, I understand.
You should have a secretary take care of that for you.
Well, I did have one. 4th and a long way. 4th and 25. Holden drops back. Holden in the pocket.
Pressure.
And he runs away and gets away and now throws. It's going to be incomplete. Anyway, I had to throw that thing away. Cason White had a beat on him, and he felt him.
Cason White was wanting to take him to food right.
Cason White had a great game a couple of games ago or a game ago, and he's had another good one tonight.
You know why he wanted to take him to food right?
Why is that?
So he could get a sack
A sack.
of groceries.
Mandy Nibbett is back with us. David and the Bulldogs getting ready to do
That's first.
their thing again.
And another drive starting at the 50-yard line.
Another one, yep. Had a 50-yard drive a moment ago, capped off by the Atwood 9-yard run.
Well, Dave, a score here.
It's over.
Yeah.
48 seconds remaining in the third. Good audience watching tonight, in and out with us. Handoff Miller. Miller plows his way literally for 5 yards to the 45.
Oh, give him 6.
All right, we will.
Oh, they're going to give him. Oh, they're going to give him only 5 on that.
Yep.
You used to have a TV show called Give 'Em 6.
I sure did. Saw some memories on Facebook about that the other day. Enjoyed that.
Oh, he should have got 6.
Yeah, they give him 5 though.
Oh. Well. 55 yards on 9 carries, so he's having a nice, averaging 5 yards a pop.
Last play of the third stanza, barring a penalty, and that's exactly what we have. As the Atwood clapped one time really hard, and then they come running over across, and it's offside.
Did you see Gabe there? Can we get that on a replay? No, and see, Gabe had this little. He looked like he was doing his Ace Frehley imitation there.
He's doing it again there. Look at him. Well, 28-7. Stan and I, how long we've been around? When we first started, Gabe was a little toddler behind us at basketball.
Yeah, him and his brother playing those
brother.
toys in a basket.
And TCA will not snap it.
That scared me,
Coach
too.
Bowling said, let's go to the final 12 with a big lead. 28-7 timeout with the expiration, I should say, of the third stanza. The Lions lead at 28-7 and look in pretty good shape to win their 6, but it's not in 6 in a row, but not over. Stay with us. This is TCA Football.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Stan was doing, and I were doing the Blues Brothers dance down here, and he lost his phone. We'll find it. And he said, Phil? And Phil says, wait a minute. I'm not your servant. It's 28-7, having fun here tonight, as you might imagine. The Lions, if you haven't been out to watch a game, you need to get out here. And your last chance will be next, during the regular season anyway. We'll be here in the playoffs. But hopefully. Playoffs. But TRA, and they're giving USJ all they want tonight.
And Coach P is going to give us a little quick update. If you can verbally give us one here, we'd love to hear it. Oh, Rosemark put it down to the 3 before turning it over on downs.
Rodney tells me that Toronto's tied the game 2-2 in the 5th up in Canada.
No truth to the rumor, Don Mattingly's waiting to bat.
Don Mattingly, one of the great Evansville. Is the restaurant still open?
No.
It's
You know, he could probably go out there and get you a hit if you needed one.
Oh, I guarantee you, number 23.
He still takes batting practice.
I still think there might be a case. He's going to be the Yankee manager down the road somewhere. 28-7, one of the more beloved Yankees that's ever played. You tell me he's a great basketball player and football player too. Here's Miller.
Look at this.
Miller 35, Miller 32, and he's tackled there, and he
Not
still
yet.
not go down the 31-yard line.
He never did go down.
He really never did. You tell me Mattingly was as good a football and basketball player as he was baseball?
He was a starting quarterback, starting defensive back, starting point guard, and he could have gone to he could have had college scholarships in both of those sports. And he was an outfielder and a pitcher in baseball. He could pitch left-handed too.
And from all indications, a really pretty nice guy too.
Yeah.
28-7.
You ended up off that state championship. You ended up having 2 major leaguers out of that one high school group.
Yep.
2 of them. One played for Pittsburgh. I went to school with, and you could have had 3, but one guy decided he wanted to be the king of softball in Evansville. He was one guy, Jeff King, was offered a AAA contract out of high school to the A's and did not take it.
Miller again. They're giving and the workhorse is doing his thing as he bangs his way down to the 21-yard line.
So Miller had, let's see, how many did he have on that first one? Then
He had 14, didn't he?
Yeah.
28-7, 11 minutes left in the game. TCA's game now just to put away. Be here next week against Tipton Rosemart. We talked about them a moment ago. Airtime 6:30, 7 o'clock the kick. I'll not be here. Stan will have the action for you. I'm doing an MC of a Hall of Fame banquet next Friday night that I'm committed to. And
better keep a pocket radio handy.
Well, being the AD, I feel like I probably need to be there. Here's Miller again as he just dives his way. He's going to dive into the end zone. Somersaults in there. Touchdown, Lions.
Oh, Dave, on that touchdown, he got blackjack. Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah, 21 yards. What was that update, Phillip?
Rosemark's got the ball. Tipton Rosemark with the ball on the USJ 12, down by 3. How much time?
My goodness, what a big
7
win
minutes.
that would be for. Well, we heard TRA's pretty good. They'll be here next week. Lions will have to be ready for that. Boy, that could shake things up, couldn't it, Stan?
Oh, yeah. Well, Hank Miller scored the touchdown. He's got to come back out and be on the kicking team.
He went up under people, then sort of came out of nowhere. Then he somersaulted his way into the end zone. 10:29 left. Here's Carlson's PAT attempt. And it's good again. It's 35-7, all Lions, and they put this thing away here on Pig Out Night. We'll come back right after this. This is TCA Football.
Scores.
We're back. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard. 35-7, Tipton Rosemark inside the 15-yard line of USJ, trailing. A chance to win. TCA's winning this one handily.
And that fire is not far from here.
Yep.
So
Fire truck.
That's a city truck.
And
the county's just down that way.
Say a prayer for anyone might involved in an accident or some kind of fire. Well, Lions have taken complete control of this thing, Stan. After leading 21-7 at the break, it's 35-7 now.
I mean, just really outside of 3 plays, 2 runs and a pass, TCA has really pretty much dominated this game.
They really have. Here's the kick. And at the 25 to the 30 to the 35, 37-yard line is Dominic Davis. Tackle there. Ethan Kaufman made the stop. Well, we understand TRA's turned the ball back over to USJ now. Failed field goal. Would have tied the game, right?
Yep.
Chip Thomas back watching us. Well, USJ has the ball at their own 15.
Jake Morford.
Jake Morford, yeah. I remember Jake through the years. Tommy Chapman back with us. Good audience tonight, Stan.
Yep.
In and out with us. Getting cooler here tonight, too, isn't it? 35-7.
Beautiful night for football.
Oh, no doubt. Perfect night for football. TCA leading, and Holden gives it on the end around to King Gardner, and he's been a little quiet lately. And
about 2?
Got 2 or 3 there, and that's about it. One of my favorite names of the year, King Gardner.
He's only got 47 yards on 9 carries.
He came in here tonight with a bushel full of yards, too.
Oh, yeah.
Over
they
800.
They had almost 1,600 yards between the two backs.
Guys, yeah, Davis and
that's a lot of yards.
That's a lot of yards. He had 801 coming in. Clock running 9:50.
Biddle had 789 and Gardner had 801.
I mean, you can see why. They're talented. Gardner's a junior. Davis is a sophomore, so they have more time to play. Here's the ball thrown behind. The intended receiver was Grayson Scragg, and that thing could have almost been picked off by Atwood and Lee back here.
6.
Yeah.
It was 6. Owen already had the touchdown score.
Oh, no doubt. Well, in the open field like that, no one was going to get him.
But you realize, though, Gabe Lee is only 2 interceptions away from tying the all-time record held by Washington and Hanson.
Brenda Robbins says, good game, Atwood boys. And Brenda's watching. Thanks for that. Knox developed into a good player, too. Here's the pass incomplete.
Good defense again by Owen. Get up. Maybe he's tired.
Yeah. Breaking up the pass. The ball was underthrown. That he sort of tumbled over the Wildcat. Well, they're going to punt it now. 9:28, 4th and about 8.
Well, 9 minutes. You still keep your foot on the pedal here, Dave.
Yeah, no doubt.
You keep your foot on the pedal because this is a game. Oh, it looks like we're going to win, Dave. You want to make a statement to the other side of the state in this game.
Lee, 35-yard line, calls for the fair catch, and he has it there.
Because they played Nashville Christian, they played Friendship Christian, they play in the toughest region in the state in our classification, I would say. Although the West is pretty daggum tough itself. This is one of those statement games. You want to make them pay the price. You want to say, no, we're the 800-pound gorilla.
Sure, right.
It's not in there. It's out here on exit 79 is where the gorilla lives.
Yep. Well, there's your song again. 35-yard line, first 36-yard line. Please don't dance. 1st and 10. Atwood.
It's a good thing we don't have a studio cam in here.
Yep, Miller in the pistol.
Boo.
Here's the handoff to Miller. No, Atwood's going to keep it, and he's going to come right at us. And they gang tackle him. I think at this point in time, Coach Bowling's forgot more about football than I'll ever know, but I don't think I'd have Atwood running a lot right now.
Owen pretty much has the free. Oh, Owen did duck his head at the
I know,
right
but I
time.
just don't like, him, 3 guys converging on him. It scares me a little bit.
But he did pick up 4 yards.
Yeah, but he did, but still, I just don't want anybody to get hurt.
Dave?
Under 9 minutes of the game, TCA leading 35-7. And TCA doing a smart thing here. They're just draining the play clock. Letting it count down to 20, down to 19, down to 18. They'll drain this thing now.
I'd still like to get one more score.
35-7, 8:27. You're getting a little greedy tonight. Yeah, it must have been that dinner Beth brought us.
It's playoff time.
We didn't get our burgers on halftime, did you? Stan, we had the big meal from Beth, and Stan told Jay, Philip, he said, still bring the burgers at halftime. They never got here. 8:19. Well, illegal motion on the lines this time.
Backfield motion?
Yep, backfield in motion.
You know that's against the rules.
Yep.
I did that to you at the college game at Lambeth. You said, that's backfield motion. I looked at you, I had sunglasses on. I turned my head and go, baby, you know that's against the rules.
Don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed my years at Bethel and been there 15 years now, but I miss my days at Lambeth, don't you?
I miss Saturday afternoons at Lambeth.
That was a special time and a special era and a special place. Every Saturday afternoon, wasn't it? Or every other Saturday. Saw some great games there, too, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Legendary
Josh
games.
Pendergast, Coach, will you do something? We were getting beat by somebody. He started throwing a hissy fit.
Yeah. Here's a handoff to Miller, and
he's going to pick up.
Upended about the 39.
Going to pick up, about 4 on that play?
There was quite some characters through the years there. On and off the field, there was just a glorious time of the year.
I'll pick up 4.
35-7.
He's approaching 100. He's got 84.
Yeah, he's carried the ball a lot here in this half. Atwood, plenty of time. Just sitting back there, just could read and watch. Now he'll dart out of there. Makes
Big yards.
one guy miss, 2 guys miss. Now he'll just run out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Smart decision, young man. I talk about Atwood every game, and people might say, well, are you the president of his fan club? Well, no, I'm not, but I wouldn't mind being. But I'm telling you, Stan, he has just had one of the great years, I think, in TCA football history.
Oh, yeah.
His development, his just leadership, everything the kid's done has just been really done well.
I think I'm safe in saying this. He is the best dual-threat quarterback we've had since Jabril Washington.
Oh, I totally agree with that, yes.
And nobody's ever going to beat the dude throwing the ball.
No.
But dual-threat, passing and running, it's Jabril and Owen.
Got to be a defensive coordinator's nightmare.
Caught.
Look at
First
this.
down.
It's caught. That Harden that caught that inside. He's inside the 30 down to about the 28. I'll tell you one thing about DCA, though. They do a good job game tackling. They really
Pick
they
up
go after
about,
you.
what, 14 on that play?
Who caught that? It's got to be Harden, isn't it? It's Harden? Yep.
I can't tell.
Yeah, it was Harden.
14 for Harden.
Yep.
That's his third reception. He's got 28 yards.
You know, the thing about, we've talked about a lot of different, Elizabeth Taylor's back with us.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see her in Cleopatra?
This is a different Elizabeth Taylor. 107 minutes. I did see that movie, though, years ago. You know, the thing about it, Stan, we've talked about this, the versatility of this offensive unit.
Yeah.
And the defense is not chopped liver, don't get me wrong.
There's not you can't sit on one.
It'd be a nightmare to prepare for.
Offense, you could sit on one thing.
It'd be a nightmare to prepare for. Miller darts left, then dashes back inside, and he's gang tackle back there at about the 22.
But not until he picks up
Forward progress, down to about 22-yard line.
Not until he picks up 5.
Yeah, second down and 5.
89 yards on 13 carries.
Well, DCA had won 4 of the last 5, but it's going to be 4 of the last 6 now because TCA is just 21-7 at the break. We're tied at 7-7 at one time, but then after that, it's been all Lions.
See, I forget who they play, but they got a playoff game, or they got a game next week for a playoff position.
Well, they'll hear a nice catch by Gabe Lee. Gabe Lee's got to score.
Oh my!
Touchdown, Lee from 22 yards out. The delivery from Atwood.
His third touchdown of the night, his second through the air. 97. 7 receptions, 109 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, 3 overall. Is there a better wide receiver in Jackson, Tennessee than Gabe Lee?
No. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. Gabe Lee is the little general.
41-7. I'm sure Elizabeth Taylor gets a lot of kidding about that, her beautiful name. Here's a PAT by Carlson. Bingo. 42-7, Lions coasting now. Back after this, we'll coast out for a 30 and coast right back in. Stay with us.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
An appropriate song being played by Clinton Reed and the gang here. Tears for Fears. Everyone rules the world. That's what TCA's done this game right now. Lee kicks this one away. First time he's kicked tonight.
To the 10.
The receiver is Biddle. He gets it. He's quite a nice little player. He will not go down.
Some talent.
Yeah, they do, up to the 30-yard line. That's I think one thing, Stan, is just how well TCA's playing. One of my favorite songs of all time. And you know, for years, Stan, I did a sports show up in Trenton.
That was your leadoff song.
Well, this was one, but with another one I put on Facebook earlier today, and it was "Catch a Falling Star." That was my bump music for years.
I got.
This was a great bump music song too.
I got to host one every once in a while, just depending on who decided to show up or not. But I always liked American Band to lead me in.
Oh, no doubt. Alicia Barnes Owens, our lovely friend Alicia Owens, is watching. She has the dubious task of keeping Bradley straight. Bradley Owens, great attorney, now judge up in Gibson County, one of our great friends. Just turned 50, by the way.
Unbelievable. Kendall Boyle and others in on the tackle.
Under 5 minutes, 42-7 here.
Pick up a 4 on that play by
Alicia's daughter is Ava's a nice player up at South Gibson in basketball and softball. Taking her good looks and her ability from her mom. 42-7. I remember Bradley wore number 55 in high school, by the way. Here's the handoff, and that back ran into a wall, but he credited him. He stayed alive there and gets a few yards.
You got to wrap up that play, dog. Yeah.
Knox Atwood made the stop.
Joe, you got to wrap up, son.
Brenda Robbins will like that. Clint Reed calling out Knox's name.
Joe's going to have to go out to the shed out there and get one of the single tackling dummies out there and tackle it for a little bit after practice.
I might have to put my jacket on. I'm getting cold. Under 4 minutes, 42-7. It's called age. 35-yard line, third down, and Stan, he got almost 6 yards, 5 yards out of that, didn't he? 6 yards, 3rd and 4. I thought we had him stopped.
We did.
In motion is Davis.
Got a lot of yards in the play, but he got punished for it.
Sure did.
Mr. White. Pick up a 3 on the play, 3.5. That was
4th and about a yard.
Mr. King.
Yep. No, that was actually Biddle 5 that carried it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Just wanted to keep the integrity of your stats in place here.
Yeah,
I know how you are about those.
Yeah.
4th and yard. Remember the punter at Bethel that his dad got after me because I shorted him 4 yards on a punt?
That happened at Lambeth, too.
Yeah.
Well.
Now
Joe got it right that time.
That closes the door. Joe said,
Yeah,
know where you're going, buddy. Textbook tackling.
That play, though, made.
Look at this play by Cole. Shoots right through there. Nowhere to go.
I mean, he jumped on him like My Little Pony.
Sure did.
I like that My Little Pony line. that comes from when a punter tackle a guy in an NFL game.
It gets bad when we start talking about we like our lines. We love our lines, but our lines, L-I-N-E-S. First down and 10.
Yep.
The Lions take over, and I would think just a couple of running plays here, Stan, get this thing over
I'll be at the
with.
731 Comedy Club all weekend.
Does it pay well?
Well.
You are clean, though, in your presentations, I know. First down and 10.
I work for food. Yeah, we're in the dreaded victory formation.
Yeah, in the victory formation. That will allow us to tell you tonight has been a special night for a lot of reasons. The Lions are going to win it big, but it's been tonight. The Lions wearing the pink uniforms, which will be auctioned off next week. Proceeds to the Kirkland Cancer Center here in Jackson. So be ready to bid next week if you're here. If you're not, you can contact Beth Culpepper and Barbara Carlson and make your hello, Gary McCann. He's watching tonight as well. Gary and his lovely wife, big supporters of all the schools around here, high school and colleges. But pink out game tonight, and they're wearing these uniforms. And, again, Travis Vance and the gang tipped us off before the game and did a great job with that. And everyone doing their part to fight cancer. It's affected all of us. And Beth and Barbara, we love you. You did a great job tonight with the
Dave,
pink jerseys.
TCA has held DCA unofficially to 42 yards in the second half.
Oh, I'm not surprised by that. It's been domination, no doubt. Yeah. And TCA would take a delay of the game. And they'll just move the ball back to about the 44, and the clock running now with 50 seconds left. And going to be a shorter night. I see Gary and his wife at a lot of the Union games, especially when I was a Lambeth announcer, but they really good supporters of TCA through the years as well. See them at a lot of our games. They're big Janet Kaler fans. And that's going to end it. The Lions will take the snap, and this thing is over. The Lions lead 7-0, tied at 7-7, and then they ripped off 35 unanswered points, and they win the game 42-7. We'll take a 2-minute break. Be back. Stats, scoring recap, and some scores from around the area and around the state. This is TCA football.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The TCA Lions win their 6th straight game, and they move their record now to 7-2 on the year with 1 regular season affair next Friday night here. Halloween night, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock. Stan will have the game for you. We'll be out with other duties that evening, but Tipton Rosemark on a big night and a chance to enhance their playoff positions, the Lions, as they win this one tonight. 8:46 mark of the first quarter, 51-yard drive. Atwood, a 4-yard run. PAT by Carlson. He didn't miss all night, and he didn't miss that first one, which means he didn't miss all night. 7-0. 10:58 of the second stanza. After a 7-0 lead at the end of one, 71-yard drive. Holden, the 1-yard run by the Wildcats. The PAT was good by Denton, made it 7-7. That would be the extent of the scoring for DCA tonight, as the Lions ripped off 35 straight. 8:16 mark of the second. 56-yard drive. Atwood, the 12-yard run. He fumbled the ball into the end zone. Lee recovered 14-7 after the Carlson PAT. 24-yard Atwood to Lee touchdown pass a few minutes later, capping off a long drive. 21-7 Lions lead at halftime. It was a showpiece of what was to be in the second half. Atwood, a 9-yard run, capping off a 50-yard drive at the 5:11 mark of the third. 27-7 Lions. 10:29 mark of the second, or the fourth, I should say. Another score made it 35-7, and then a 22-yard touchdown Atwood to Lee at the 5:54 mark of the fourth, and TCA's Carlson hit it, made it 42-7, and that's your happy final here. The Lions move now to 7-2. Winning their 6th in a row. DCA falls to 5-4. Good football team, and I think a lot better than what they showed here tonight. It was all Lion domination for much of the game. Stan, you've got some stats.
Yeah, we're going to give you those stats right here unofficially. Let's take a look at the Wildcats, who again fall at 5-4. Riley Biddle, 10 carries for 78 yards. Nice night. King Gardner had 51 yards and 10 carries. Again, a nice night average-wise. What hurt them sacks of the quarterback. They didn't get any help out of there. They ended up with 111 net yards on the ground. They had 67 through the air, 178 net yards. Unofficially, Dave, 42 yards in the second half for DCA. You're not going to play much better football than that defensively, where the TCA Lions tonight holding a team to 42 yards in the second half of play. For the Lions, who moved to 7-2 on the season receiving, Cam Harden, 3 for 28. Reed Williamson, 2 for 34. Gabe Lee, 7 for 109 and 2 receiving touchdowns, 3 overall. Running the football, yeah. Owen Atwood, 12 carries, 81 yards, and 2 scores, Balanced offense for TCA tonight, running the football. Hank Miller, 13 carries, 89 yards, and a score. TCA with 170 yards on the ground, 171 through the air. You don't get much more balance than that, folks. 341 total yards. Not a huge night of offense, but when you really look at it, a totally dominating night. So what they may have lacked in yards, they just total domination of the night. 341, second looks. That's a great night of football if you're a TCA Lion. Well, we can officially say that TCA is no longer eligible for first place in the region. USJ fought off a valiant effort by Tipton Rosemark to win that ball game 17-7. And they won that game late in the fourth quarter. They had to go to get the dub in that game. But USJ wins that ball game 17-7 to officially eliminate us from first place. And we'll face Rosemark next week.
You have to play well here next week.
Yeah, it's going to be obviously
a war.
It can be a tougher game than we anticipated.
Yeah, no doubt.
And they got one. They have a running back who was a finalist for Mr. Football last year. What do we have going on here?
Tori's looking for that.
Oh, there he is. Okay, he's up here. But anyway, they got a running back that's was a Mr. Football finalist last year, so he very well could be again this year. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. We get the scoreboard machine to light up again. Well, here we go. It is. Mustangs were leading Peabody 30-21. That was 21-21 at the half. Other scores from around West Tennessee. Now let's get to this one here. We're going to have a lot of things to go through to get to this, so we'll get after it here. Camden leading 21-14 in their ball game. Let's see. Huntington led 33-21 at the end of 3. McKenzie was leading 28-0 at the half. Greenfield was leading 20-14. Greenfield still leads 26-21 now. Kipp was leading Middleton 18-6 at the half. Other scores from around West Tennessee. Dyer County just crushing Southside tonight, 56-14. Gleason trailing at Humboldt 12-6. Covington all over McNary at the half. That was 48-0. At the half, Germantown led Munford 10-7. We're going to need to get another update on that. It is 29-10 Munford. Munford coming off the deck in a huge game amongst powerhouses. I would not want to play Munford this year. 29-10. They are now handling G-Town in that ball game. Dyer County, as we said, 42-6. Humboldt led. South Fulton was losing their ball game. Covington was leading 48-17 after the 3 quarters of play. 28-0. Lexington was leading Hardin County at the half. Tomcats were winning 65-12. That's a final. Northside leading South Gibson 17-14. I do not know if that's a final or not. Humboldt 18, Gleason 14, end of 3. Kipp leading Middleton 26-22. That score from Munford Germantown was 29-10 in the fourth. Lexington 35-7, 10.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Huntington led Peabody 30-21. Halls leading Gibson County 47-0 at half. Some other scores we're looking. Westview led Dyersburg 31-9. And Westview was losing 9-0 at one point. At the half, O'Brien was leading Ripley 14-7 in the final ever game at Tiny Knee Stadium. Dresden was leading 28-14 at the half over South Fulton. Jackson Christian was leading FACS 24-0, so they were struggling a bit there in that ball game. Henry County led 28-0 over Kenwood. Covington 28, McNary. Well, we've got that score. McKenzie's winning their game handily. we're going to bail out of this scoreboard and go one other to get a few final scores that we need to look at, and then we're going to get the heck out of Dodge for the night, Dave. Let's see here. We won't give you the Ugawa score this time around. Riverside leads Rock, or no, it's Riverdale. Never mind. It is. Well, we'll find it here in a minute. Monkey Wrench is playing on the machine right now. Other score we're trying to find. It's slow getting. Adamsville was winning 42-8. That's a final 42-8 over Scotts Hill. Riverside leading with 2 minutes to go in the game, 34-14. They qualify for the playoffs. It is Waverly leading Harpeth 21-14. No score from McEwen Brewston. 35-0 McKenzie over Wayne County in the third. Perry County down by 10 to Collingwood. We're getting Bolivar leading 14-0 in the fourth quarter. You've got Covington destroyed McNary 62-0. 41-7 in the fourth quarter. Crockett County over Chester. It is 35-14. Dresden leading South Fulton going into the fourth quarter, 35-6. Now that score is not accurate. Dyer County hammering Southside tonight. 45-23. Westview leads Dyersburg in the third quarter. So Dyersburg is fighting in that ball game. Lake County losing to Greenfield 26-21. 35-7. Lexington over Hardin County. Henry County wins by 35, 45-7. It is Humboldt leading Gleason. That's a final. Humboldt 24, Gleason 22. Final, Huntington 40, Peabody 21. Fourth quarter, JCM looks like they're going to establish themselves in the playoffs most likely. They lead Union City 33-6. South Gibson leads Northside 28-24 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. O'Brien still leading Ripley in the third quarter. Liberty gets the win tonight. I'm going to lose at least one game now. I had West Carroll. Liberty 28, West Carroll 12. In that game, excuse me, Dave. We're going to get to some other scores here. Haywood 65-12. Munford, with 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go, leads Germantown 29-18. Looks like it's not going to be enough on the rally there. Now we're getting at Providence Christian, who TCA could see next in 2 weeks. Defeated Concord Christian 38-28. You had Providence Academy, a new school, defeated Grace Baptist of Chattanooga 62-0.
All right, Stan.
Davidson Academy over Columbia 38-0. We got, let's see, we're looking. Nashville Christian won 42-6. It was 38-13 Jackson Christian in the final. Harding Academy over Fayette Academy 35-0. And it was Blake Butler gets the dub tonight over St. Benedict 38-6. Congratulations to Blake. And final 17-7 USJ over Tipton Rosemark, who TCA will play next Friday night. We'll have coverage at 6:30 p.m. with the Countdown to Kickoff show. And Dave, that's all I got.
All right, happy final here. The Lions win at 42-7. Stan will have the game for you. We'll be out next week due to some emceeing of some Hall of Fame banquet. And for our teammates tonight, Philip Robertson, Jay Cashin, Bradley White, and for Stan Gerard, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. The happy final. The Lions win their 6th in a row, 42-7. So long, everybody.